Hey, happy evening. Happy Christmas Eve, that is. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to wake up. Took a little nap. Felt good. Needed one. I actually slept for like a half hour, so I can't complain. And I'm just waking up. So I hope everybody's well. Yes, Christmas Eve. Hello, Edna and Cindy. I see you're there, or was there. I'm sure you're here. Thank you for the memes. I love them so much. How you doing, Edna? How you feeling? As soon as I wake up, yeah. Now I actually did sleep for like a half hour, solid. Felt good. I actually got my notification. Yeah, I've been complaining. I hope you just gotta complain. But see, I know you like me. You don't do Twitter and all X, whatever they call it now. I don't do social media other than Facebook. But you can get on them there too, I think. But I just call. I've called twice. Ugh. I've waited too. Yeah, it was good. I feel good. I got baggy eyes, but those are from years and years of not sleeping. But yeah, good solid half hour. I have a funny feeling when I'm done tonight, I'll probably crash. You could tell my hair was up. I took a shower. Now it's all fudged up, I should say. But I figured you get me as it is. It's Christmas Eve. Who cares, right? You know, Santa Claus would say, Merry Christmas, fella. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. I knew it would do that. I didn't do a very good cluing job. I hope everybody's well as we gather in. I'm gonna probably see. My counter goes up to like 5, 6, and then people realize Gemma's not with me, so they leave. But that's okay because they usually leave a like, so I'm not gonna complain. And that's fine. I couldn't find her last year video for her Christmas. Now the one I played last week was 2 years ago, I believe. So because I was there, I believe. I can't remember to take her to the docks. But yep, so I'm gonna pick a different one. I hope everybody's good. I hope some more people come back in. I'm trying to get used to things. Man, I slept hard. I must have crashed pretty hard. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, drink a quick cup of coffee. Adjusting to the world again. Must have been a hard nap. My bed wasn't moved, so that's a good sign. Did everybody leave? What happened? Am I on? It looks like I'm on. Well, there's Roger Blair. How are you doing, sir? Where is everyone? Busy with Christmas again? Well, actually, like I said, it started. I had about 6 people in here, but it sucks because see, I mean, I have to be honest about it. A lot of people come in expecting Gemma with me, and it's just too late for her. And she's got the kid. She's in bed probably, but it's okay. It'll come. Usually, by the time I start the video or during the video, people start to pop in. Roger's here, which I appreciate. Happy Christmas Eve to you, sir. Yeah, and you got people going in and out of town and visiting family, so I get it. I almost didn't stream tonight. I thought about, that exact thing was people pop in and just hang out for a little bit and leave. So I know tomorrow and Monday are going to be busy days for a lot of folks. And Ralph, if you're out there, have a good Christmas because you made it a point to say it to me on Facebook. I'm sleepy, so I may fall asleep during the live. That's fine, sir. That is totally fine. You are good. You will not hear me complain. Sleep is good. I praise sleep. Like I said, I actually slept for about a half hour. I was crashed hard too. Felt good. I needed that. Right here in this chair. And then I went over and laid on bed, and I was like, I dozed off in the chair. Oh, I gotta go. Boom, I was out. And it's good because I know I rocked, but my bed's not moved. So, and I was able to make my bed with ease. So, I'm sorry, Roger. I spelled your name wrong. Roger. I bet you hear that all the time. Well, probably. I don't know. I'm just trying to make conversation. So I hope everybody's got good plans for Christmas. We're gonna tomorrow, today, Christmas Eve. I'm gonna make a couple Cornish hens. It's just me, Dad, and Pop, Giles. I don't even know if he's gonna be here or not. So, what did I say? So I'm gonna make those, and then we're supposed to go to my brother's on Christmas Day. We'll see how that goes. Pop's kind of in and out on that one. It's supposed to rain here all day. Everyone is sick for Christmas, so it's been canceled. So I'm bummed. My poor little grandbabies. Are you serious? That sucks. Pardon my mouth, but that blows. Yeah, it was bad here. I'm glad it hit when it did. So we'll be able to get that a good Christmas. I don't have decorations up, but you don't need decorations to celebrate Christmas. So. But I mean, I got a few up. Nothing's major. He didn't want a tree this year, and I said, okay. And Merry Christmas, Blue, or Happy Christmas Eve, sir. But yeah, that's the plans. We're just going to hang out. I got a couple movies for him to watch. We'll just chill. And then Monday to Brothers. We probably won't stay there very long. But it's dinner. It's Pop. We'll go and just eat and leave. That's Pop's. Cracks me up. But yeah, I'm when I picked for tonight, let me check it here, is Portal in the Wood, Into the Woods, Portals, and Time Rifts. Is the one I picked for tonight. Like I said, I couldn't remember I couldn't find it. I couldn't find a Christmas one from last year. Because like I said, the one I played last week was from 2 years ago, I believe, from what I understand in here. But they don't have them dated. I want to go actually and see if she can tell me the dates on some of this. But I couldn't find a Christmas one from last year. But then again, she might have been with Mom, so who knows? I mean, she got the Halloween one that she did. That's when I was actually there, though. I watched her record it. I picked on her. Well, I tried not to. Me and Mom were loud, I should say. And she had to yell at us. Hey, be quiet out there, you two. So me and Mom watched Subspecies instead. Where is that one? Huh. I just saw it. Dun, 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 dun. Huh. That was after that, wasn't it? Was it the one she was doing? No, that was after. Hey, there's Ralph. How you doing? I'm just rambling. This is how it is when I just let you guys come in and chat. You know that. Mystical beast of the lower depths of the darkest basement. The high-flying depth. Defying friendly fire monster. Hey, bud. Same to you. Thanks. I like that. That was pretty kind of cool. Thank you. Made me blush a little bit. Huh? Much love to you too, sir. I got a bit on probably a good till middle of March, so if I can finish this job, I will. There you go. There you go. Yeah, finding one's probably not too hard, but getting rid of the one you got's kind of hard right now. Talk it up, folks. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to watch here. I may do the Halloween one because it's a good one too. I can't find it now. I just had all of them all. There's High Strange. I should do the High Strangeness series. Where's the first one? Dun, dun, dun. She did like 5 of those. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? She uses strange and bizarre a lot. Who is that? No. Gemma? Where is it? I just saw that one too. It's not that far back, is it? There's a Scary Merry Christmas. Scary Merry Christmas. Where the last 10 minutes cut off. Poor. Wait. It's not that. So what does Ghost want Santa to bring him? Actually, hey, AK Willie, how you doing? Are you cooking? Or are you taking a break? I'm sure Cindy Lee's cooking. You got a bunch of food. I know she's listening. She'll pop in here in a minute because she came in earlier. Anyways, actually, I don't want much. Actually, I really didn't want anything. Right now, I just told him I could use some more ties and some more dress shirts. I'm losing weight, so they're all getting baggy on me now. So it's like I gotta start changing, buying some clothes again. Other than that, I usually give myself something and I'm good. I pick something out I like and go for it. I'm not very materialistic. It may not look it, but a lot of this stuff I've had for a long time. I mean, I still add pieces here and there. Right now, it's just more things to dust. Got to run to the store, but we'll check back. There you go. Go get some food, bud. But no, I really don't want much. I don't ask for much. So I bought myself and to me love me a present. Yeah, I did the same thing. I do it every year for myself. I made a cane. I made a handmade cane with the silver. Oh, nice! It's been there. You go. It was in on set. There you go. You've seen mine, haven't you? My dragon cane. I gotta fix it. It came loose. I was playing with it. Got a little carried away one day. Up, baby girl's awake. Go take care of that baby, Ralph. I was gonna do something. I forgot now. Oh well. I got distracted. That's good. I'm glad you got it for yourself. I bet it's pretty. I want one of the tall ones. I want a walking stick because I want to go back to hiking again. I need to, now that I'm slimming down, it's been nice. I've been walking and get a little more active, just not outside. I'm still staying pretty close to home, especially with the craziness of the holidays. Now, we were out all day today, saw a few things, didn't bother me too much. But then again, like I said, I pretty much keep my head, since all the craziness, I've kind of kept my head to the ground. I guess that's the only way I can block it is just try not to pay attention to it. But nothing too major today, which was nice. Everybody seemed to be in a good spirit, so that was good. I guess trying to make best of hard times, one may say. No, you should split yourself. And you're going to want that cane, and it'll be nice to have. And they make great weapons. No, my dragon cane was a gift when I had my first hip done. Buddies of mine got it for me. I do for a new one now. Now that I'm standing a little straighter now and stuff. I don't have all that weight pulling me down. Feels good. Just keep it that way and give it a little bit more of the gut. I'll be happy. That's just exercise there. And once they give me the go ahead to lift again, which I don't think they'll ever do, but there's other things I can tell them. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's on 12:15. Yeah. Anybody got something going on this weekend? They talked to my dad's best friend today. He's 87, and you'd never know it. We still keep. That's awesome. Now I'll tell you what. People meet my dad, pops, and they're like, "There's no way he's 90." Man, he's 90. And they're like, "No way." Yeah. You know, man, he's feisty. I said, "Yeah." He asked me. He said to me the other day, he goes, "I don't know why I'm still here." I mean, he looked at me and goes, I go, "Well, Dad, you must have some purpose still fulfilled. Right now, it's nice to have you around. Enjoy it." Has anybody seen the videos real quick? You know, people are seeing a huge, what it looks like a small boulder. Well, not a small boulder, it's huge, showing up underneath the moon. And it's now been, it seems like it's taken an every 15-month rotation. It was seen last year about this time. Now it's being seen again. And it's being seen not only in the mornings, but during sunsets too. And I'm at rise of the moon and decline of the moon, it's seen. And some people have said they've seen it actually through the whole cycle. So keep an eye on your sky at night. If you got a good, clear view of the sky, check it out. See if it's there. They say it lasts like 2 months, and it started about a year ago. They don't know what's going on. But there's plenty of video of it out there. If you can't find it, go to MBB, Mr. MBB 33, I think it is 333. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, and I've seen other footage of it too. And it's popping up, and people are seeing it like everywhere. Hello, Miss Pixie. How are you tonight? And I'll say Happy Christmas Eve to you, or Happy Holidays. Glad you popped in. Do you want to do something for your birthday next Thursday? Let me know, okay? I don't know if Gemma's going to be able to break free, but if we can get her free, I'll try to get her to show up. But I can't make no promises. But I'll be there if you want me to, and we can hang out. It's up to you. Just let me know. That's good. Yeah, I think we're all a little pooped. It's been, like I said, we've been go, go, go. I think that's why I probably crashed like I did. I was out. I ate, came in here, sat down. Everybody was chilled. Pretty much everything's done except the floors. I'll do those tonight after the stream. But I came in, I ate, we hung out for a little bit, and I came in here, started dozing off in the chair, and I was out. Felt good. Problem is now it's like I woke up, drank a cup of coffee, and then got on here. It's like, wow, I better gonna be up all night now. But does anybody have any special plans this weekend? I mean, are you guys going anywhere? Anybody going anywhere? Visiting family? But I feel bad for you, and I know it sucks when everybody gets sick. We had it here. I'm so glad we caught it. Hey, Mr. Jarvis, Merry Christmas Eve to you, and Merry Christmas, because I won't, unless I see you in Chad Monday, I believe. She's still releasing a video. So, and her members' video is out right now, too, which cracks me. She said Monday at noon, but it showed up tonight. Go check it out. It's a good one. I ate too much dinner. That's why I'm still up. We were lazy tonight. I had homemade broccoli and potato soup with cheese and broccoli potato soup. Blah. I cooked and baked today. My hubs was so happy. Send my back to normal. You're getting there. See, just be patient. I don't know yet about Thursday. Just let me know. It's all up to you. Just let me know. At least try to let me know probably sometime before noon if you can Thursday. But that's best. That way I'm not running around trying to make sure I'm free. I should be. Usually I'm where everybody's in and pretty much cuddled in their places by 7, so I should be here. I don't see why I wouldn't. Oh, there you go. Cool. Well, hope you go. Even the dog is sick. The animals are catching it. I've heard a number of vets talk about how the animals are catching this crap too. I'm doing the Japanese thing tomorrow. There you go, KFC. I saw that meme. Well, I saw that. I have a funny feeling. Let me put it this way. I have a feeling I know what you're applying to. But yeah, cool. I'm going to make 15 bean soup with the Christmas ham. Oh, I won't say nothing to my dad because my dad's going to be wanting to come over because he loves that stuff. I just made him a variety. I don't know what you call it. I made him bean soup, but it wasn't anything special. And he loves it. And cornbread. And he wolfs that stuff down. But then again, I have to listen to him all night. So he sleeps with my granddaughter who had the Rona. Yeah, they do get it. They do get it. But they don't get the Rona. This is a respiratory thing that's going around too. Visiting my sister Tuesday and Wednesday. Other than that, just laying with hey. Yeah, I know. Huh? I know about it. Just make the most of it. Like I said, we're just going to go to my brother's, and I know Dad. He's just going to want to go or eat or hang out a little bit. Then know, like, I'm going to go. It's time to go. Everybody in Japan does KFC. You can, or yes, you have to order it 6. I know. Yeah, I read an article about that. And there's also another thing about it. There was a company that was using the KFC logo, kind of a copy, rip-off copy. But yeah, I know about that. Hey, Dogman, how you doing? And Merry Christmas to you. If Gemma might be ghosting, I don't know, but I'll make sure she knows you said Merry Christmas, and a Merry Christmas to you too. Yes. Yes. I'm good. Just hanging. Like I said, I took a power nap for the first time in probably 2 years because Josh said I took one about 2 years ago. So now I'll be awake for the next 6 months. You're welcome, sir. Just take it easy, relax, go with the flow, dude. It's been a real hard time for my mom. For my dad. My mom's birthday was December 8th, and then she passed on December 18th. So she literally passed 6 days after her birthday. And it'd be about 5 years now. So he's been kind of in the funk. And I don't, right now, I'm not pushing him. That's why I think we didn't have a tree. Last year, it wasn't too bad, but we had the fire right after Christmas. And it's kind of, and I had decorations up then too. So I think blew his mood a little bit. So I'm just letting him have this year. I put a few decorations up. I got him this really cool lighter. Check this out. Check this out. This is what I got him for. He smokes cigars now. So but I got him this cat. I don't know if you can see because I don't want to take it out of the box. It's a Zippo. Look at that. It's one of their elites. It's supposed to be really nice, really easy. Can you see it? Yeah. I had to special order it for him. I saw it, and they only did a couple of these. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. He'll love that. He's a big cowboy guy. So he'll love that. And then he got me my Godzilla, the one I keep posting pictures with. And this guy, Dad got me him. That was all I asked for. Hey, Dad, you can just buy me that guy right there. Hey, Amy Smith. How you doing, sweetie? Off until the second, so that's a lot. Hey, yeah, it keeps you busy. And take your time coming home. Enjoy yourself a little bit. And be honest, it's probably what I'd do. If I didn't have him with me, That's why I would do it. I like taking the long way home. Gives you a little time to breathe. I'd love to run away to a nice beach. I think I'm not a beach guy. I love the water, but I'm not a beach guy. I don't know, something about living near the ocean that could be very vengeful. So I don't, and you never know what's going to crawl out of it in those depths. Yeah, it's hard. Alzheimer's. That's the problem right now. He wants to go see, my pop wants to go see his sister, but I think she's getting worse. They had an appointment like 2 weeks ago, and she never called me back, and I've been trying to get a hold of her. She's not responding, so I hope if she sees this, Cousin Kim, get a hold of me. Hey, Mark, how you doing there, sir? Welcome and Merry Christmas. Next, I won't see unless she does. I think she is releasing a video Monday. I'm not even sure if she's posted it yet. I didn't see it. I will be in chat probably, unless I'm with Dad at Mike's. But we usually don't go over there until like 2, so. I like standing in low surf. Yeah. Hey. I don't mind being at the beach. I don't know. I'm more of the mountains and, give me up in the mountains along the pines. They had a hard time getting me. My ex, when we went to Colorado, she had a hard time getting me to leave Colorado. I did not want to leave. I'm going to put a hat. I didn't realize I looked so bad. I'm going to be like a woman here. My hair looks awful. But yeah, I didn't want to leave Colorado. I loved it so much. Give me the mountains. I'm afraid if I go to Canada, if I get up in the Northern Territories, you'll never find me because I'll stay there. I can survive if I have to. I've got the stuff to do it. I've been loading up. I got me a nice couple of duffel bags full of bug out stuff. In case it happens, I got these guys covered. I used to work. Well, in the restaurant business, we were actually open at 5 o'clock on Christmas. When I worked for Ponderosa and Bonanza, we would open at 5. And on Christmas Eve, we'd stay open till like 8. We always got pretty busy too, both nights. So a lot of older people. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 38. Let's see. What was I going to do? We'll do Into the Woods. Time rest. Let's take it. Yeah, Ghosty. I received a sad ticket yesterday, 23rd, from a stranger. I assume looking for previous owners of my recently owned phone number. I guess family member of the texter. Oh, what a bummer. I've never had that happen, but I guess that would be possible. A lot of phone. I have my feeling. I have feelings that the person that had my number before me was from Mexico, because I get a lot of Mexican speaking phone calls. I don't. I tried to speak Mexican. Heck, I can't even speak Japanese anymore. My mouth is so screwed up. Talking to Billy Newman. So it's like, see, you guys are the best of them all. I am just me. So how many we got? We got 9. Cool breeze. Got to put a hat on. I should have. We took another shower before I jumped on my hat. But I had took a shower just before. I should have known better like that. Okay. That sucks when that happens. Yeah, that's all you could do. That's all you could do. Yeah, unless they called the company, I would think they might be able to call the phone company. I don't know who the provider is and see if they have the previous owner of the number. Sometimes that's still on fire. You never know. And I don't know if they'd be able to get them hooked up. Who knows? I washed my hair today, Billy. Oh, it takes a village. Yeah, I'm clean. I'm just actually crashed pretty good, so I feel good. No, like I said, I won't sleep the rest of the night. That's okay. Tomorrow's a pretty casual day, so I'm just cooking. Just a cooking. Probably clean a bit, hang out. I get a day, maybe I'll kind of hoping Christmas night I get to actually sit down and play catch up on my video games. Sometimes they don't. It's hard to play them at night when I'm pacing because I get too antsy. Because a lot of times the nights are my worst because everybody's asleep and there's nothing for me to do, take care of. So it's like I pace. If I don't, I lay down and wake up in the middle of the floor. So it's never good. And then I feel like I ran all night. Call the police. Yeah, and then, yeah, you could do that. There she is. Hello, dear. No, you're fine. You cooking? Is that why you're late? Or taking care of grandbabies? Even wear makeup. There you go. Hey, if you're feeling good, go. That's great. I'm glad you're feeling like a human again. And that will take time. Just be patient. Believe me, it took me a long time. It took me about 7 months to feel I felt like a human. But you're doing real good. You're popping in there real good. Yeah, I'll show the memes, Cindy, after the video. I got to show the new ones. I may not be able to play the music, but you'll at least get to see the goofy dancing. That one outfit, I swear I'm going to find somebody who can make that outfit for her. I'm going to make her wear it next year. No, you're fine. So, are you doing the big showdown, Cindy? No, I was working on the next. Oh, you were working on the next meet. There you go. I told her just think what she did for Christmas. Can imagine what she's gonna do for you for New Year's. So there you go. You can keep them coming. You got all New Year's too. She's loving them, man. I am too. I gotta admit, I am too. The one where she took a picture of the Grinch holding her, and what you did with that one, the beginning and the end of that, the perfect. And I call boots me. That's after Christmas, yeah. Cool breeze. Yeah. I know you still got those to go. I like the one of me sitting in the cave. And you put the picture, the VW van picture up in the corner. I call it Pops and Me on Vacation. Oh, wait till you see the new one, Edna. I don't know if you have seen the new one yet, but wait till you see the new one. It's hilarious. Actually, you want me to do those first? You want me to do those first? Because I can do those first. You just can't. I can. I don't know if I can play that one. I want to because it's no fun if you can't hear her talking. Was that? I wonder what's that? I can't remember what that's from. The black outfit, yeah. Everybody liked the other one of me too. With her mom got a giggle out of the one of me in the green outfit with the green suit and the green. I was just playing around with that one. I knew I had to use it when I saw the photo. Oh yeah, you had to. I've been picking on her about it because I keep asking her if she keeps holding herself. She's giving herself a hug. But yeah, I love that one. That is hilarious. I at least hope I can get away with playing the beginning of it and the end of it because it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good day, Mark. I saw that too. Thanks for bringing that up, Blue. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. No, horse video you sent me is hilarious. Getting into the truck. That's hilarious. I've seen cows do that too. Pop the bed down, grab the hay off the back. Candy cane ice cream. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot my candy cane. I got my peppermint bark Santa Claus shaped. I meant snowman shaped. And I ordered um, peppermint mocha coffee from Coffee Brown Coffee because I love that stuff. The cocoa's too good too. I should have ordered that too. And what he just put out called Silent Night or Starry Night coffee. No, I think it's Silent Night coffee. It's a dark roast. Ooh, it's real good too. I saw the photos, Mark. They are. They look great. Yeah, that sucks. It will come back. Just be patient. Yeah, in the Midwest, yeah, it is. Peppermint stick. Yes, I love peppermint stick. Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm glad you had a good day, dude. I hope you have a good Christmas. Tomorrow's a good day for you, and I hope you have a good Christmas too. Good. You're a good man. You deserve it. We appreciate you. Oh man, I'm real big about my peppermint sticks around Christmas. I always in the younger day when I was working for Bonanza and I carried my car, I always had a peppermint stick sticking in my a candy cane hanging out of my coffee. Never have because I never used their cups. I always had this real. I don't know if you saw the big one I was using during Oracles, the Georgia Peach one. It's huge. And I'd walk around with that at work with the big old candy cane hanging out. One time a year you can get it. Yep. Just like peppermint. It's like pumpkin spice. Make a big deal out of it. But I do love the peppermint stick ice cream. Yes, and Merry Christmas, everybody. So, so let me show those first. That'll be fun. Let's do that first. See if I can find them here. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see if I can find these. Um, okay, here's the one that um, Gemma posted first, and this is where she took it from. So, oops, I guess I could have left it over there. There we go. Yeah. This is hilarious. Okay, Cindy Lee took this, and hold on, let me stop sharing so I can find it. Oh my gosh. Uh, I don't want to get her in trouble, so I don't know if I could play it. I know I can't play the music. That's what gave her a hard time last time. So Let me do this. Oh, it's awkward. I know it's here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Big. Good. Here's her. Here's another one she did. And then I'll show the music ones. Share. Get my screens together here. Here's the first one she sent. She sent two of these. I love that one. And then you can just do this. There you go. And there's the other one. All right. Yeah, I like that. The guy. This is a great touch. I know. So I'm going to try to at least play the talking her at the beginning and the end, and I can't play the music in between, but I should be able to get away with her talking. It's not that long and it goes real fast. I just don't know. I don't want to get her in trouble because, yeah, it's so funny. You got to have sound. Okay, let me do this. And here it is. Okay, hold on. Go back. Get small again. Okay. Stop. Stop. I can't pause it. There we go. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. I can do this. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without getting in trouble. Okay. Yeah, it's not Facebook, it's YouTube. They're just so bogue. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oops, I keep doing it. I don't want to have to. I'm trying to rush. I shouldn't do that. Okay, here we go. Facebook. Share. Okay, I'm going to try to do this real quick. So, without getting her in trouble.
Someone and wonder what is going on inside their head.
And then they're playing strange. And then this. This is the one I got a lot of people of her family would give. Her mom was really loving this, but she gave me a hard time. Yeah, the copyright thing, it sucks. But unfortunately, it happens. But they're funny. And then this is the latest one, right? This is one you dropped yesterday. I wish I could play the music. Yeah. I believe that's the end of that one. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. I gotta do this just right. Still didn't do it. Hold on.
Be judged by you or society.
And that's the end of it. That's right. You don't need it. But yeah. And I think that one's hilarious. Okay. Good job. I tried my best to try to not play any of the music, but you had to hear her talking. That's the best part. But But if you can find it on Facebook, I'll find another way I could post it without getting her in trouble. Okay, where's the other ones? We showed those. Showed that one. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. I think everybody's seen this one. Okay. Just making sure I'm still all lined up here. Okay. And then I'll do the video. Ready, go. This is the one you like, Mark, right? She getting the bigger. Her son, I guess, was just making the biggest deal out of these. I think they're cute. Yeah, that's today's number. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going backwards. I gotta find this outfit. I gotta find that outfit for her. You're still working on tomorrow. Is that what you were doing? Yeah, I'd like to find this outfit for her. Red shoes and all. The boots and all. But they're fun. Thank you so much, Cindy. We are getting it. I'm having a blast with them, and she's loving it big time. So thank you so much. I'll get the video ready here too. Okay. Boom, boom. Do that. Get out of there. Thank you. There. Here. There. And everywhere. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I can put you in that outfit. No. Leave her in it. Leave her in it. The skeleton. Yeah, I'm gonna find that outfit. I'm gonna take a picture of. I'm gonna take that and find somebody who can make that and send it to her. I just look at the biggest cake. But the one at the beginning of the other one, it's just too funny. It's just too funny. I love it. Okay. Why didn't it click? There it goes. Okay. Much better now. Now just get on to the video. And we'll go ahead and just go right into the video. And then if you guys want to hang around and talk afterwards, we'll talk during. That's fine. I probably will turn off my mic for a little bit. I will be in chat. Well, I'm in YouTube. I'm always in YouTube. Okay, where are we going here? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. You should do it. Put you both in. There you go. That would be hilarious. I'll be okay with that. Just put you both in. That's fine. That's hilarious. Okay. I am. I really am enjoying those. Every time I see, I get the biggest smile. It makes it's like that last Saturday, you guys had me laughing so hard, and you were killing me. You guys were just great. Thanks, and I needed it too. So it was just good to have a good laugh. I need some good quotes for the memes. I'll have to think about that. There's some things that I know she likes to say that I could try to make them Christmassy. Yeah, we did. We were all laughing pretty good. My face, seriously, my face hurt in the morning. My cheeks, even though I think that night I only slept like an hour or so. But man, I got up and it was just like, oh, Dad goes, you look happy. And he goes, you were up late. And I go, yeah, we were just having a good time. He goes, I know. Get me up. And I said, oh, well. But he wasn't sleeping much either. Yeah. That's not it. Do one of our weekly picks. Okay. Man. There it is, right here. Pull it up. Screen. Rewind here a minute. Yeah, I think this is during SRR or just after, so. I was still laughing when it was over. Yeah, I was too. And Cindy Lee had me look for the dancing elf, the gnome that was in the again. And every time I see it, I just start busting up. Did I think of you in a the sun turned just again. I'm going to start this video. And it's about 19 minutes, so it's not very long. It's Into the World. You'll see when I get up here. Yeah, I'm having problems. Let me get this down here. Good there. Make sure I'm all hooked up again. Let's do this. Share. I'm going to go down to the bottom. I'll go back down to my cave here. Let's do this. Up.
Channel, and if you're new here, just welcome.
Hear
My
that
name
okay?
is Gemma Jade, but today we are going to be discussing time rifts or portals in the woods.
Everybody hear that?
As many of you probably know by now, one of my favorite subjects. Okay, so I say that a lot, but this one really is in my top 5, okay? It's portals. Any kind of portal. I love discussing and researching and just knowing everything I possibly can about portals to other dimensions, portals to other realms. Lately, I've become even more fascinated by this phenomenon because I've not only been seeing them a lot more in my dreams, but also because I may have found a way to open them. More on that once I start my other channel and start giving courses and classes. But it's not only me, right, who's fascinated with this subject. I know many of you are as well. I was trying so hard and racking my brain, trying to find a topic to discuss with you all this week that would really get you guys not only interested in what I have to say, but excited about it as well. So I started thinking about, as always, the missing in the woods. All of those people who seem to disappear seemingly without a trace and in the blink of an eye while hiking, camping, hunting, fishing, or otherwise exploring the world's wilderness. There's been tons of speculation about what's causing all of these disappearances that have been going on pretty much since the beginning of time. And I've been extremely vocal and not shy at all about putting my opinions about this out there. I believe there are so many things to blame. Yes, the Fae are one of the main culprits, in my opinion, and according to my research and also my book, but there's so much more to it than that. The word portals is so general and broad all at the same time. A portal, in my opinion, could literally lead to anywhere. One could take us somewhere else here in our realm or to another dimension or another realm like this one, or maybe even another world that's similar. Could there be portals to other planets? There are portals to other planes of existence for sure, and I don't disregard anything at this point. So, in combining those two topics, the missing in the woods and portals, I hope I've come up with something that most of you all will be really intrigued by. There are and have been so many different legends of strange happenings in the woods, and they're often so incredibly scary or creepy to most of us in this community, especially. See, the woods and forests of our world have so many places we can't see, and that I believe that haven't even been explored yet. So really, there's no telling what could be creeping or lurking out there in the wilds, especially at night. I've never been camping, but despite everything that I know now after being in this community for almost 2 years, I actually still want to try it. Okay, maybe in my case, it'll be more like glamping when I go, but whatever. I want to explore the wilderness. I've heard some really strange stories, not only from you guys, my subscribers and friends, but also on the internet in general when doing research for one thing or another, one video or another, or whatever. There's extremely scary tales of people who almost walked right into some sort of portal or dealt with some sort of time rift. And that's the people who almost walked in. I mean, the encounters I'm going to give you are people who I'm pretty sure some kind of veil lifted or portal opened, or I don't know, something happened here. There are obviously people who claim to have done one or other or both. And again, I take people at their word anymore and believe most of what I'm told unless it's factually debunked. So here we go, the encounters. Our first witness comes from Montana, United States, and doesn't give a specific location except to say he and his family lived in a valley in a place, quote, the local Indian tribes had a lot of reverence for, end of quote. There was a river that kind of roamed throughout this valley, and these tribes would use it traditionally as a place to do their vision quests too. On one clear and sunny day, our witness and his sister decided to take a walk through the forest surrounding his house. He describes passing an island that was located at a fork in the above mentioned river. This island was full of dense trees and vegetation, and it was one of their favorite spots to explore when they were out together. He recalled that although it was a bright, sunny, and cloudless day, he felt somehow that something was different or a little bit off. He said that as they took their usual route and were kind of strolling through the trees, he had a feeling he described as a, quote, figurative tug, end of quote, in the middle of his chest. He explained it like this, quote, it felt like a fishing line was hooked into my heart, and I had little choice but to walk in the direction I felt it was leading. At this time in my life, I was far more open to spiritual/supernatural experiences, so I know I was far more likely to believe what I was feeling. My sister noticed the change in my focus and behavior and asked if I was okay. It was as if I could not speak or think, only follow this feeling in my chest. My sister knew something was up and she just followed along. I kept following this feeling, this tug into the cottonwoods where the trees were closer together. The feeling was so odd, I felt completely captivated. I did not want to feel or follow anything else. As we went further along, I felt that whatever this was leading towards an opening between two trees that had grown and arched together over a dry stream bed. I know, typical, unnatural doorway. As I walked closer, this feeling of joy or just happiness grew and grew, end of quote. He goes on to say that as soon as he and his sister stepped through these trees and into a clearing, the tug and all of these other intense feelings abruptly stopped. He says, quote, instead, it was as if the light itself became more rich, golden rich, as if you could now touch it and feel it. Outside noise faded away. I felt as if time stopped. It was the same forest, and yet completely not the same. As she and I are standing there, silent and soaking this in, I see something black, 2 foot tall, dash across the clearing. Either this thing came from behind one tree and disappeared behind another, but I'll be damned if it didn't look like it came from under one tree and dove under another. Either way, I only got the quickest look, but I had never seen anything like it in these woods before or after for that matter. Shortly after this, both my sister and I noticed that this feeling, this change to the world around us, faded away. In a few seconds, it was clear we were standing in the same forest as before, nothing different from the last 100 times we had walked here. We walked home in silence as we both had felt something profound, end of quote. So what do y'all think of this one? Maybe they stepped into a Fey realm was kind of my first thought, but why would they be lured there and just allowed to see all of this and feel all of this for no reason? The Fey normally have an end game. The Fey were the first thing, like I said, that came to my mind because I remember a similar feeling very, very intensely. I could feel it again right now. It was that intense if I concentrate hard enough. Each time I was invited into a Fae portal. However, I don't think this was Fae at the end of the day because, like I said, there is always a purpose with the Fae when they deal with us humans. Well, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, anyways. I mean, the landscape changed, but not by too much. The thing that throws me off here is the fact that it seems this young man was being led to the spot, but it was anticlimactic to say the least. It's like a veil lifted from their eyes and suddenly they saw things differently, perhaps as they really were. I always feel like human beings have blinders on somehow, blinders that we aren't born with, but that get stronger and stronger as we age. There are things we allegedly can see as babies and children, and I absolutely believe this wholeheartedly, that we just kind of grow out of it, for lack of a better way to explain it. I believe that exact same thing when it comes to being psychic and psychic senses and all of that, but I'll move on because I'm also going to do some videos on those really soon too, and I want to get to the other encounters. Our next witness says this encounter happened in Arkansas when he was camping with his family in a state park in the summer of 2014. He had graduated high school, and this was kind of like his family graduation celebration. He went exploring with his 2 brothers, and once again, we have someone feeling absolutely compelled to follow a different path than the trail they intended to hike, which would take them much deeper into the woods than the originally thought out route. Parallel to this little offshoot, there was a beautifully clear stream. He claims, quote, I went about 15 or so minutes in, and that's where things got funky. Every woods has some type of sound going on, whether it's water flowing, buds chirping, animals moving, or wind howling. But things went dead silent, and I mean completely quiet. I'm still in the middle of a quote here, but I just want to point out that this happens so much. I experienced it with the Glimmer Man. If you're talking to someone who experienced something strange in the woods, most likely if they had noticed, and usually you're like compelled to notice for some reasons, like primal, things stop. That's what always happens. So he says, and I mean just completely quiet. The hairs on me stood up, and I decided to cut a shortcut to the path where I thought my family would be on this trail by then. I started walking fast towards them, and my shoe was loose. I bent down to tie my shoe real quick and then looked back up, and the lighting had completely changed from daylight to darkness. It was around 5 to 6 p.m. when all of this happened, and 8:30 on my watch when I came back to reality. And the normal sounds of the woods were back too. I sprinted back to the stream and followed it back up the trail, sprinted down the trail and into the park station. I tried calling them on my phone, but they didn't have service in the woods. I saw them talking to a park ranger, and my mom was in tears. Long story short, they were mad. I didn't tell them because I didn't want them to think I was crazy and made up that I had gotten lost. They told me they tried looking for me after I was gone for a while and then came to file a report when they couldn't find me, end quote. Our next encounter has been discussed quite a bit in the missing phenomenon cases, and I'm not sure if what I'm talking about is copyrighted, but you guys know what I mean when I say missing phenomenon, right? It was on a forum for people who experienced such things under that title. I'm not sure that I can say out loud on YouTube because of copyright issues. Anyways, this witness was on a family camping trip as well, but was only 8 years old at the time. And the tale he tells is pretty terrifying, actually, especially if you put yourself in the shoes of an 8-year-old child. He was with his 11-year-old brother and explained they were off on a perfectly straight trail that led to a round, perfectly circular lake. There were no offshoots or other ways to go. Like, you had to go this way. It was simple and straightforward, which is what makes what happened next all the more scary. They were headed to this lake to go fishing, and on the other side of the campground, there were, quote, wilderness trails, end of quote, that he and his brother hadn't ever explored. And he says they were, quote, off limits, end quote. And I'm not sure if that was by the park, their parents, or both. He and his brother had taken this route and fished at this lake more times than he could remember, but he says what happened that day is something he will never forget. He stated, quote, the lake was in a deep gully with high ridge lines that surrounded it, so going off the trail was nearly impossible. It was small, and our parents allowed us to use the trail to go fishing, which we had done all week. The wilderness trail was about 100 yards away from the entrance of our loop and the opposite side of the campground. So we went fishing, and after taking the same trip many times before, it started getting dark and we headed back to the campground. We ended up getting lost. We never went off trail for the remainder of the night, and at first light, we appeared at the entrance of the wilderness trail 100 yards away. Our parents were flipping out. The entire county had been searching for us, and neither of us remembered anything other than walking up the trailhead in the near dark. But we had lost time because to us, it never got to completely 100% dark at all and felt like dusk the entire time we were lost trying to find our way back. It only felt like a couple of hours. It was dawn when we were found. We estimated that we were gone for 10 to 11 hours or so. My brother claims to remember some details like falling down a cliff, running from someone or something literally dragging me as he ran through cobwebs, etc. Ever since, he's had bad dreams of bright lights in the woods, a cave, shivering, rushing loud water, or engine sounds, etc. I haven't had any memories from it. We were camping at the Dean Wilderness area, and there is a well-known cave a few miles away. We recently went back to that area to go fishing together and decided to take a look around where we were at the campground almost 30 years later. We then realized it would have been nearly impossible for us to end up on the other trail as the cliffs and ravines were just too high. There was too much distance between the two trails, and we would have had to make it through impossible odds to end up back at the entrance to the opposite trail, walking in thick, untouched forest, end of quote. This case has so many questions. How in the world were they able to be gone for so long if they never left the trail, which was very straightforward with no other way to go, and so close to the campground where all of the searchers were? Why had the sun not been shining? Like, why was it only dusk for them, but the sun had set for their parents? And it was like a sudden dusk. I don't know. That just was really weird to me. What could the possible cause of that be? Meaning, what reasonable or rational, or for you skeptics out there, skeptical explanation would account for it only being dusk while they were gone when it was dark for everyone else? Like I tell you guys all the time, if I'm reporting a story or encounter to you, unless I state otherwise, it's always something that I believe with all of my heart is true. It's something that just happened when I read the encounter stories. I get this inner sense of just knowing whether something is true or made up. Not all of the time, but most of the time. And if I'm not sure, then I won't report it to you. So tell me what you think about this. Our last encounter for this video is a witness who was at Wells State Park in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. He says the day was beautiful, clear, and sunny, and he decided to hike a seemingly ordinary trail. Did he experience some sort of rift in reality? You be the judge. He says, quote, I decided that I would take a trail that I wouldn't see many other people on. About 30 minutes into the walk, the forest seemed off. Despite the clear, pretty day, I couldn't help but feel this ominous energy around me. It was a feeling of being overwhelmed. The forest was incredibly alive. Birds were chirping back and forth boisterously, and I spotted hawks flying low at least 7 times, as well as squirrels screaming back and forth at one another in very close proximity to me. Further into the trail, it kept pursuing and got increasingly louder before stopping in a few fading calls. I made the decision to get out of there when the noise stopped and take the trail to Carpenter's Rock, which is a popular cliff close to the exit of the park. At this point, it was silent. I couldn't hear anything but my steps and a few planes flying overhead. Then suddenly, almost everything screamed. It was a short burst of animal calls of all kinds, and it was loud and simultaneous. Like everything in a good mile around me sounded like it got stabbed in the gut. I hightailed it away, and after 15 minutes, I ended up back at the parking lot, and I talked to a couple of other hikers about it. At least 5 other people heard it as well and booked it like I did. End of quote. There seems to be a common denominator in all 3 of these accounts, and that's being led or compelled to follow a path off the originally planned one. Like something out there is luring people to certain places in the woods, but why? Obviously, the witnesses in the above encounters all survived, so it makes me wonder if perhaps similar things have happened to some of the people who go missing and end up being found deceased or never found at all. I mean, it stands to reason that it could be, right? Is there a way to stay in these other places, or is one always somehow blinked back out, back into our reality and place in time? I get very frustrated when I think of the why, but we most likely will never have the answers to those questions. Well, most of us won't anyhow, but at the risk of finding out, being missing forever, ending up dead, it's just not worth it to me. At least not at this point in my life. Guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed spending this time with me and talking about portals and time rifts. I'm going to try to find some more in-depth, like much deeper experiences to relate to you guys, because I really think this is a topic you guys want to hear more about. Let me know in the comments, okay? Because I feel like, again, I'm going to say my views are down. Spread the love by sharing this video, and please subscribe to Moon Bear Oracle. There is no content on there right now, but there will be. I'm hoping
I'm always on mute. I always put myself on mute. Yeah, I know. I do it on purpose now. I'd probably throw a stick through it. I would too. Or stick my hand in and see what happens. You're muted. I'm always muted. That's me, muted all the time. It's habit. It happens. It's funny. But yeah, when we saw the rainbow, it was down in Logan. It was wild because it was crisp. The rainbow itself was crisp, but everything inside of it was gold. You're saying that everything you saw, Edna, was gold. That's trippy. Stick your hand, like you see they do in Stargate. Puts his hand in. Yeah, the problem was when I wanted the ones I've stumbled onto, but I never did. I went like halfway up. It got kind of creepy. The one that went up in the trees got kind of creepy, so I backed off. Just felt weird. Everything was gold. It was amazing. Ooh, I bet that was. Hold on. Sorry about that. Still coming up, but I feel a lot better. 4 days. Baby. But that, I can imagine. Everything being gold. It was really neat to see us just inside the bow. It looked like a portal because it was like real gold. I mean, like gold. We were just standing there and all like, holy crap. It didn't last very long though. It kind of faded away. But everything being gold. That's wild. I bet that was kind of trippy. And beautiful at the same time. The question is, did all the animals get quiet when that happened? Because when that happens, you got to wonder. Did you see the movie A Door in the Woods? I haven't seen that one. I had to ask my daughter if she was seeing what. Yeah, they do that. We did the same thing. It was like, are you seeing this? But ours just kind of faded away. I'll have to check out that movie. Thank you, Cindy. Door in the Woods. I'll check. Excuse me. Everything was still ghost. Everything was still. The birds, no sound, no nothing. Yeah, that I'd wondered if you moved forward, what would have happened. That'd have been an interesting. Sometimes the curiosity is good to be left alone. But I'm curious. I probably would have started walking to see if it's on Tubi. Yeah, okay, I got Tubi. I'll go check it out. I'll have to check that one out. All right. There's so many now. And it's pretty funny. I went out there and Dad was watching John Wick. They were showing them all in a row. So he was sitting there watching those. So, okay, Dad, enjoy. He didn't have wrestling. Well, the wrestling they showed tonight was a rerun. So usually in summer, we will get the gold glow near the sunset and the conditions are right. Yeah, I bet you do. You're out in New Mexico, right? Yeah, I can see that happening out like in the Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. It was at her old house way in the country. Yeah, that stuff always seems to happen. Because we were out in the wood. I mean, we were literally standing on like a hill that looking down into a little valley, and it opened. The rainbow popped up right in front of us. And it was really weird because, like I said, the gold just kind of faded away, and the rainbow lasted a while. It was a good storm and had everything. The conditions were probably just perfect. We were fishing down on the other side of the hillside. We were down in the pond fishing. There's enough dust in the air to make it glow. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. That's like people freak out when we get a lot of that African sand that comes in across the ocean. People don't realize that stuff travels. And there's, some places down in Florida where the sun will actually turn like a red. On the southern coast. Seen it up here a couple times. But it doesn't help when you got forest fires everywhere too. This is something that I find odd that they don't talk too much about right now. But I don't think there's too many going on right now. I have to go look at the fire map. What time we got? Yeah, I don't know how long I'll last. I want everybody to get some rest. I might actually piddle around the house for a little bit. Like I said, we're just going to enjoy Christmas Eve, relax. Oh, I'm sure there are some. I'm sure the sunsets are just amazing. That's like when we went to Virginia Beach and a couple times I was down in Florida. That's the one thing I did was love watching that sunset on that water. It was gorgeous. And the mountains in Colorado, watching the sunset in those mountains. Oh, that's what took me away. Yeah, we had the smoke in the air from months of Canada fire. Yeah. Good night, Blue. Have a good one, dude. Have a good Christmas Eve. Enjoy your time with your sis and your family. Have a good day. Have a wonderful one. I took several pictures. You did take pictures of it? You know how to post, don't you? You don't do any of that stuff. Send them to me and I'll post them. I bet they're pretty. Yes, have a wonderful one, Blue. Make the best of it. And let's have a Merry Christmas. But we had the smoke from the train that dumped. Yeah, that was pretty crappy shit too. Yeah, I wasn't too fond about that because I'm a lot closer than you were, Chris. And it got stinky. We had stinky air for a while. It was wild. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mark. Are you getting ready to hightail it too? I bet you're tired. You've had a pretty busy day. Yes, there. Get some rest, Mark. Have a wonderful day. Have a good Christmas. Okay. Yeah, that train accident. Yeah, because that was just east of us, I believe, right, Chris? If I remember that right, northeast. And then they had a second one not long after that. They didn't talk too much about either. And then up north, they had somewhere else they had a Coca-Cola plant blow up. They didn't talk too much about that either. You have a wonderful one, Mark. Take care. We'll see you on the flip side. I gotta do bacon and potato and macaroni salad. Well, me and Papa be there about 4. If I get him out of bed fast enough, I think we can make that drive. Yeah, I bet you are. And going Monday for Christmas. That's good, man. Good. Go have fun. Enjoy yourself. I'm eating KFC and watching Toho film on Christmas. There you go. Actually, I got some movies I'm gonna watch with Dad, but I need to catch him up on a couple of the shows. So I'm not sure. But I do have plans once we come home from Mike's. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to chill. I made my cheese potatoes up tonight. There you go. Man, you guys are making me hungry. Stop. No, see, I haven't watched those yet. I usually watch them every other one. That way I can sit and have 2 hours or whatever it is. I get 2 in a row. I just do that for my own good. So I'll probably watch them. Today is Saturday. I'll probably watch them tomorrow night after my cartoons if they're on. So, and if they're not on, that's probably what I'll watch. I was thinking about maybe streaming tomorrow night. If people are up to me streaming tomorrow night, let me know now. I'll come on about 10, do a 10 to midnight. Go see that bacon waffle sandwich just for you. Thank you very much, sir. And I will enjoy it. I love my waffle sandwiches. And I really do eat waffle sandwiches. I like egg and bacon waffle sandwiches. I got my son eating peanut butter and jelly waffle sandwiches. It's fun. Watched Giles said it was okay. Giles said he didn't like it. He's a big Star Wars guy like you. I turned him on to Star Wars and he liked it. He's been following him ever since. He said it was all right. He said he's not a fan. Thanks. Yeah, there you go. Go get some rest, man. Have a wonderful one. And I hope you have a good day Monday. Enjoy your Christmas. My daughter is making the cheesy potatoes this year. This time everyone is bringing a covered. That's the way to do it too. Because if you say what you made for Thanksgiving, you need a break. Put the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls in waffle maker. Oh, I never thought about that. Oh, Edna, you just touched a heart of gold there. I never even thought about that. You just gave me an idea. Oh my goodness. See you on the flip side, Mark. Have a pleasant night. It's so good. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Now you're gonna make me. Now I gotta go get some cinnamon rolls. I'm not making all that this time. Yeah, I didn't think you were going to. Yeah, I think in fact, I think you told me you were going to, which is fine. You need a break. Heck, you've been making our memes. You can only do so much. That's fun. Man, I'm gonna make Cornish hens tomorrow night. And then I got steaks for backup if we don't go to my brother's because Dad changes his mind at the last minute. Good old Pops, you never know with him. Which is fine. He's 90 years old. He can do whatever he damn pleases. I guess. That's what my son always says to me. I said, yeah, but you're not with him all day. I'm not supposed to be doing anything, but yeah. See, and I was the same way when I was in your position. Believe me, they still couldn't stop me. I still did stuff. I mean, yeah, I paid for it sometimes, but yeah, I still did stuff. Just know your limits right now. Like I said, you're doing real good. Keep it at that pace. You know. Was it? At the age, let him do what he needs once. Yeah, pretty much. I had to get on him. He was sleeping a little too much. I don't like that because I want him, I don't want him. And then he sleeps a couple of days, I have a couple of lazy days and he'll start to groan. Oh, you're getting nothing done. I haven't gone nowhere. I was like, dude, let's go. I made many cheesecakes and Christmas cracked. Oh, I sent for Gemma's 5 years. I just sent some. So I sent her some more chocolate covered strawberries. This time I sent them with this, they were little cheesecake bites dipped in chocolate on a stick like lollipops. She goes, they were so good. They look pretty tasty. But she loves those chocolate covered strawberries. I figured that was perfect 5 years for her. She deserved it. Good night, Pixie. You have a wonderful day tomorrow and Monday. And yes, you have happy holidays too, sweetie. Yeah, the put it on a stick and it has it looks like crystals. Is that what you're talking about? And yeah, because if you're talking about that, yes, I used to love that stuff, but I can never find it anymore. Love Christmas crack. Yeah, I do. If it's what I think it is, yeah. I do. I have had it before. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. Good night, Laura. You have great holidays. Just let me know during the week what you're doing. You're fine, sweetie. White chocolate bark. Oh, I've got my mint chocolate. Well, they're shaped like snowman. But right here, I love that chocolate bark stuff. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I have Christmas crack. That's what it is too. Oh, hold on. Wait, I'm going to pause you for I know that wasn't very professional, but we came home and somebody left this on our doorstep. It's that it looks like bark. It's like chunks, man. Wow, I was all. I mean, they left this on our doorstep. We don't know who put it on the doorstep, but man, there's peanut butter, chocolate. Well, the one was called peanut butter, one was called kitchen sink, and the other one is. Make sure I get the lip one right. Oh my God, it's so good, but it's so rich. It's so rich. One is sweet and twisted kitchen sink, sweet and twisted white pretzel, and sweet and twisted PB kitchen sink. Oh, they're so good. But they left them on my doorstep. I'm like, who did this? So I don't know today. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I told my dad he has to be careful. Well, we have a divorcee. She's real sweet. Across the street, and her boyfriend are just super nice people. I think she's the one that did it. She brought, when we were living in the hotel, we had come to pick up the mail. She come running across the street with this big bowl in her hand. And it turned out she had made bean soup, and it had potatoes in it, and all kinds of stuff in it. I've never seen bean soup like that before. And my dad was like in heaven. He took that back to the hotel, and that's all he ate for 3 days. But yeah, they do that stuff here. Man, that makes me happy. We have the neighbors over here. They're good people, but I'll have to tell you a story one day. Because I have a hard time watching her because she has a little shadow that follows her that lives next door. And someday I'll tell you that story, why she has that little shadow. And it breaks my heart. But she's real nice. He's your gossiping neighbor. But he's a nice guy. He's just a little awesome neighbors. I'm blown away. Yeah, and it's heavy. I mean, that thing is like full. Nobody has ever made me anything on Christmas and look. Oh, Chris. I'll make my daughter. I've got my daughter making homemade Buckeyes for Gemma. I'll send you some your way, okay, Chris? I'll make sure I get 2 boxes of them. I'll send you some. They'll be packed in cold, so they'll last. Sound good, buddy? Man, you gotta have some homemade stuff once in a while. He's like, I made up bags of all my kids in the neighborhood. That's so sweet of you, Edna. That is awesome. That is so awesome. But yeah, I couldn't believe somebody left that on our doorstep. Well, I didn't see it at first because we usually come in and go straight to the garage. And I opened the front door to check the mail, and I looked down and it's sitting there. I'm like, who the hell left this? So I yelled, "Thank you," real loud. We're gonna hook him up, man. You gotta, and maybe I'll give her a little bit, work on that. Hope you're not a diabetic. If you are, you need to tell me. She does sugar-free stuff too. She's gonna send Dad some sugar-free stuff because it's hard to find good baked goods that's sugar-free. So I have to watch what he eats. And believe me, being 90 years old, he thinks he literally can eat anything. But he has cut back a little bit. Christmas is for kids. It's for everybody, Edna. You know that. I still believe in Santa Claus. I have good reason to believe in Santa Claus too a couple times. Thank you. Don't worry about me. My family stopped by during the holidays after my dad. Oh, okay. But I'm still gonna send you some. I will send you some. I told Gemma she's never had Buckeyes before, so I gotta make sure she has Buckeyes. From the pic you showed the other night, she looks like an. Oh my gosh. And she can cook too. She makes a manicotti. Yeah. But yeah, she can cook, but she bakes. Oh man, she made her daughter's birthday cake, her kids' birthday cakes, and they're awesome. Yeah, and she's made it to folks. Just so you know, she is top 10, so she's in this new round. You know, she could actually do this. So thank you for all the people who have been voting. I try not to push it too much, but between whoever's voting on my side and my family, plus you know Tina's side, my ex. Oh, I'm sure she's doing good. She's from Jersey, Stephen. Closest thing they have are black eyes. Black eyes. I love it. That's funny. I hope she makes it all the way, Ghost. Yeah, I do too. I'd like to see it. She needs this. They're going through a lot right now. It's rough, but we're trying to make sure it's a good one for her. But the oldest granddaughter, Rebecca, she's coming home to go visit with her dad, but she's on vacation. So I'll get to see her because Tina, the ex, I call her T, is gonna go get her, and I believe she's gonna take her home. So I'm gonna send their Christmas gifts with her on the way home. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that she sends the puck eyes with her, but you got to freeze them. So I told her I'd pay for all the packaging and everything. But yeah, I'd like to see her do it. I'm not gonna. You guys, maybe to post the link again, I will. But I've been pushing her pretty good off and on. I know Mom's family, Tina's family, T's family have been really. Yeah, see, Sydney, they did the same thing to me, and that's so sweet of you. That is so sweet of you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, what I do is I wait to almost the end. I vote every day, and then at the end, I drop probably about $50 or so on votes. No, I'm not. But yeah, I'm real proud of her. But yeah, she started making the cupcake pops, the cake pops. Oh man, they're so good. With Chris, new Christmas alien encounter story, the Buck-eyed kid. We'll have to ask Gemma about that. Hey, Gemma, have you ever heard of the Buck-eyed kids? That's funny. They hang out and milk gerbils and hamsters and mice and rats. That was bad. I'll shut up now. But that is hilarious. Yeah. No, I the only problem is scary but delicious. Love it. I'm gonna hope my face is gonna hurt again. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's funny. No, I did lose track when he said that. We need to come up with some things for Cindy Lee to use for memes. Make an Edna meme for hers little quote. What was that again? How she put that? I'll see if I can find it. I just noticed Batman. Oh, I have all kinds of Batman in the background. I'm a big Batman Godzilla guy. Yeah. We will have to start talking about the Buckeye Kids next stream. Yeah, we should. If we stream Tuesday, we should bring it up. Have you heard about the Buckeye Kids? She's probably ghosting right now, so she probably knows. See if she was. We'll do it Tuesday. On my hat. Oh yeah. On my hat. I thought you were talking about the background. So you can't see much of it because I got lights out. The teaser alert. We'll love it actually. Hey, there you go, Cindy. There's a meme for you. Hey, Gemma, ever see the buck-eyed kids? Find an alien, put 2 buck-eyes on in their eyes or something. That's fun. I'm going to spill the tea. I'm going to tell you about buck-eyed kids. There you go. I thought she was taking this week. I think she's doing. I'm pretty sure she's got a video. I think she's got a. Yeah, she's got a video coming out Monday. We're still streaming, I think, but either this week or in between this and New Year's or something like that. She's taken off to catch up on all her writing, but I think she's still streaming. She said she'd let me know about the schedule, so I'm sure when I talk to her tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm sure within the next couple of days we'll know the story. I think she goes to her mom's. She's going to her mom's tomorrow, and I think she's staying for a week. So, and she'll be home, but she's also got the doctors, so I believe she'll be home either. She'll probably take that first week of January off because she's got her doctors and everything. So we'll have to play it by ear. She said she'd fill me in tomorrow. It's winter break for the kids, yeah. So yeah, I think I don't think she's. She said she was streaming, as far as I know, but She said she'd let me know the schedule. So that's why I haven't really. You know me, I usually throwing around what's going on for the week, but it's the holiday, so we're just gonna have to go with the flow. Like I said, I may stream tomorrow night at 10, just for the fun of it. If I'm bored, I may get on and surprise everybody. So kind of pay attention. If you're bored, just look on YouTube. I might be in here. It's winter break for the kids. Wind knocked power off for a bit here. Oh, bummers. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, I know it's been strong in some places, man. So, yeah. I shouldn't have stepped that stuff next to me. Now all I want to do is eat it. She said that RJ thinks they're fat. Yeah, she saw. I saw a post. I didn't get to see it. I hadn't gone back. I keep having trouble finding it, but I saw somewhere where she said that. Yeah, she said her 5-year-old was going nuts of all the memes and stuff. He thinks we're famous. That's so cute. He's a good kid. He's a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old boy at that. So what are you going to make tonight? He went to the store, but he got blown away. It blew his power out for a bit. That sucks. I hate that because that's one of the problems we have here. But it hasn't been too bad lately. Spectrum has been updating servers. Yeah, they have, because that's who I have is Spectrum. Yeah. In fact, I was going to go get a new Wi-Fi. They've got a new streaming setup you can get now. I don't know if you saw that, Chris. It's called Voodoo or Voodoo. It's like Voodoo, but I think it's something like Voodoo or something like that. And it's your tower, Wi-Fi, and then it's got a kind of little box. Instead of getting cable, you get a basic cable, and then rest you can stream. Yeah, I just saw an ad when I went in to take our Wi-Fi, because I got new Wi-Fi, but they didn't send me what I want, so I had to take it back to the store. And they had all kinds of neat setup. I told Dad it'd be perfect for us but see, there's certain channels he watches, and then there's reason I have antenna, because I also use an antenna in the house, because there's antenna channels that you can't get on cable, and some of those is where he finds all of his old cowboy movies and war movies and stuff at. So, but yeah, there's going to be a whole new setup. They're going to offer a whole new setup. It looks pretty cool. It looks a little cheaper too. But yeah, I'm messing around with them now because my bill was all screwed up. So yeah, I've had a lot of contact with Spectrum. But yeah, I think you can go online, Chris, and look it up. It's pretty cool looking. Christopher, have you watched Santa Jaws? No, I haven't. Is that a legit movie? If you get Hulu Live, it has all the TV channels. Oh, really? Well, apparently with this new Spectrum, it's just a streaming box. It's the box. You don't have like a little controller, but you'll be able to do all your streaming and everything from that box. Everything. They also, I guess, Apple TV or one of them is offered now with them too. My grandkids are all 5 and under. Believe what comes out of their mouths. Yeah. Oh, 5-year-olds are great. 5 and 6-year-olds. It's a real movie. It is great. I'll have to check it out, dude. So now I got a Door in the Woods and Santa Jaws. Santa Jaws probably won't be hard to find right now. We used to all have them and watch TV free. Yep. The just funny thing is, I kind of miss. I'm glad I have an antenna because actually, if you get it set up in the right spot here, you have Apple Box. Okay. One thing I like about the antennas, I pick up a lot of channels that you don't pick up on cable. I miss those days. But we were the first people in our neighborhood to get cable. I remember people coming to the house, checking out cable. And it was a box. If you set it upside down and put a magnet on it, you could literally get everything for free. We weren't allowed to have antennas on the roof. Oh, really? Yeah, we had one on ours. And then storm blew it down. So we went to the rabbit ears. And then we got cable. Said put it in the attic. Now people do that now. Put it in the attic. On TV was the first cable. Was the first cable in Ohio. Yep. It wouldn't work, would it? No, you can use actually a lot of people now you can use the wiring in your house. You know, when you buy the antennas that has the plugs, that's what that plug does, is it helps it kind of juices up the antenna because you're also using the wiring in the house. That's why they offer the plug-in. But I know people that had not a dish. It was a really weird setup. It was like an antenna that they had in their attic. It almost looked like a Wi-Fi, but it literally kind of used the ambiance, the electrical current in the house, because you have a current that runs in your house even outside the walls. And it used that. I don't know if the guy paid for it special. I don't know where he got it, but he had no cable, and he didn't get cable stations. But man, the local TV stations he picked up, I know that one day he said he had like 2 states worth of channels, just local stations. It would work, wouldn't it? Depends like where you place it. But actually, your best bet is to get some good quality indoor antenna. You can get the ones that you can put on your windows. They say HDMI special, but antenna is an antenna, but they work really good. I have something like that in this window in here that I use for this TV for my other monitor. So when I just want to watch TV, I don't have cable in here. I can watch cable on my computer. But I sometimes will be doing stuff on here, and I'll just watch regular TV. You know, the funny thing is, and we have Spectrum. We have like 900 channels, and probably every other set of channels, going through the numbers like 1 through 10, 1 through 20, are repeated over and over again. It's like you could literally find like Cartoon Channel on 50 different channels, 50 different numbers. Well, I wouldn't say that many, but I'm exaggerating. You know what I'm saying. Showtime. I had the TVA big clunky control box that had the wild, yeah. There's never anything to watch. And to be honest, there's only a few shows that I actually watch on TV. There's 2 antenna channels that I watch on this channel because they show old stuff on Saturday. Some of the old horror movie, B movies, and stuff like that you just don't see on cable anymore. One channel is called Movies. You'll see it advertised every so often on Facebook. I love it because on Saturday mornings, like this morning, I got up and watched Blondie and Dagwood. I loved those as a kid. My mom turned me on to those when I was a kid, and I've always loved them. So I get up and watch Blondie and Dagwood. And Ma and Paul Kettle. A key you had to turn to on the box. Yeah. Well, we had, here was Cube. You had buttons, but before Cube, it was this big thing, and you had to go. Yeah, everybody found that if you just set a magnet on the control box, everything automatically came on for free. Most things I watch is on Paramount, Disney, Showbox. Giles watches Showbox. That is the way he watches his movie too, Chris. Yeah, you remember those shows? They were actually Mom, Paul Kettle and Blondie and Dagwood were movies they did back in the. Well, Mom and Paul Kettle went into color. They did black and whites, but I think they had a couple of colors. I can't remember. I'll have to go back. I have a whole disc of them. I have the complete Mom Paul set of movies they did. They were great. Paul Kettle cracks me. Anyways, reminds me of some of my relatives. And Blondie and Dagwood was back, I believe, in the 30s and 40s, the 40s, early 40s, mid 40s. I love those. Yeah, they were great. I still watch Lauren Hardy and Little Rat. I was sitting up here when I couldn't sleep last night, and the other night I was watching Little Rascals because they're on here on YouTube. I loved the Little Rascals. Three Stooges, but they showed them on one of the, I believe it's This TV, shows Little Rascals is on before Svengoolie. Yeah, I mean, not Little Rascal. Three Stooges are on before Svengoolie here. Because Cindy knows who I'm talking about when I talk about Svengoolie. He's horror show host. She calls Eric, poor Eric, Daddy loved the little bat. Yeah, my dad did too. He loves them to death. He loves the old Lauren Hardys. I wasn't a big fan of the Abbott and Costello shows, but I loved the movies. Yes, Chris, I saw that too. I didn't know they had a YouTube channel. They've been running a marathon all week. Oh, I knew they had a YouTube channel. I didn't know they had a YouTube channel until the other day. And I saw an advertisement, I think on here for it. I need to go check it out. Are they showing anything good? I've been dying laughing. Oh, then I should have been paying attention more. I love Svengoolie, Eric. The poor guy. He does know who you're talking about, right? The mystery stuff. I grew up on that. I was a young adult when that was big. All the episodes from every season. Oh, really? I'll have to go. I know how to find it, so it shouldn't be hard to find. But yeah, I was a big when it first started. Yeah, I'm getting antsy. And that kind of made me spazzy. I guess I shouldn't have drank the peppermint mocha afterwards. Dennis. Now, see, I like Dennis the Menace, the kid that played him. But ever since I started seeing the black-eyed kid who's dressed kind of like the Dennis the Menace, I've had a hard time watching Dennis the Menace. To be honest, it's weird. You still there, AK? Or did his power go out again? I was wondering the same thing, Edna. He's usually pretty active. I know he wanted to make dinner. Oh, wow. Yeah, ever since I seen the black-eyed kid in the hospitals with he literally wears bib overalls and a red and black striped shirt. Sometimes it's red and black, sometimes it's red and white. It's creepy. But now I can't watch Dennis the Menace. It gives me the chills. Oh, there's the link for it, folks. If you want to go check it out, here's the link. In fact, I'm gonna mark that. Yes, I am. There we go. Cool breeze. Thank you, Chris. That made it so much easier. There he is. Thought your power went out again. There he is. Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Chris. I just went ahead and subscribed. That way I had it. I'm not gonna do that. Oh no. Okay, there we go. No, I always liked My Favorite Martian too. I always thought that was kind of a weird show. No problem. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I did, Edna. I'll go watch. I used to watch it as a young man. Every so often I catch it. Some of the streaming services will show old episodes and stuff. I'd watch a couple or watch whatever movie they were showing. I was never an Elvira. I mean, she's sexy, but yeah. So here we had Fritz the Night Owl. He did movies all week, and then on Friday nights he did Chiller Theater. It was great because he was kind of this cool, smooth guy. He ran a jazz. Was a jazz DJ, but he did late night movies at 11. They'd come on 11:30 after the news, or after the Channel 10 didn't have Johnny Carson, but after the evening news he would do a movie. And on Friday nights, he would come on at midnight and do Chiller Theater. He was really cool because he had these big old glasses that were like owl eyes. I'll have to find a picture of it and show it on here. Find a picture of him wearing his glasses. You would love his glasses, Edna. They were awesome. We had the cool ghoul, yeah. And up north they had super. What was his name? Super something. He's dressed like a Soups. He dressed like in a Superman costume. He was kind of goofy. He had a red penis nose. He would show on Saturdays. He was out of Cleveland, I think, and he would show two of the two monsters. He'd show a double feature every Saturday. Soups. That's what they called him. Soups. Uncle AI for Kid Owl. Was it AI or Owl? I don't remember that one. Yeah, I subscribe to stuff like that. Yeah, because it does make it easier to find. Owl. That's what I thought. Uncle Owl. Now, see, that must have been Cincinnati. Here we had Lucy's Toy Shop and Captain Kangaroo. And then we had Fox Kids that were around when I started having kids, they had Fox Kids. And they had this lady host. She was but we had Flippo too. Flippo the Clown. He did 4:00 at movie. He did that like what they call the 4:00 movie, which was like a dinner movie. Alf. I used to like Alf, and then I started noticing some things on that show that kind of creeped me out. It was like, this guy's a little weirder than I thought. There's some weird, shady stuff going on in this show. We had the Friday night frights as well. Yeah, now I do know that. Remember Captain Kangaroo? Good old Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Rogers. My friends got to go to the show. What a bummers. But he said my name on TV, so that helped a little. Aw, that's so cool. That's fun. That's nice. There's things like that happen. Um, the little things like that make a big difference when you're a kid. Hey, Captain Kangaroo said hi to me. Called out my name. Now, I always like the obscure cartoons too, like Rocky and Bullwinkle, um, Underdog. I think I was 7. That sounds about a time frame that would make it. The New Zoo Review, Great Space Coaster. Yeah, I remember all those. That's just like, um, what was that one crazy show that was done in Kings Island? Now I can't think of it. I can see them all dancing around in my head. They did a movie where the animatronics came. Banana Splits. Thank you. Thank you. We actually were there one day when they were filming. We didn't get to see anything. They kind of closed areas off. The magic mirror lady never said my name every day. Oh, Banana Splits. Yeah. H&R Puff and stuff. I loved that show, actually. I actually had the flute. And I wish my mom would have let me know before she got rid of all the boxes in the attic because I still had the flute. Yeah, not as much though. 4 days. This has lasted me 4 days. I was doing good until God. Romper Room. Yeah, I remember. I always liked Electric Company too. I wasn't much of a Sesame Street kid, but I loved Electric Company. I remember it. And what was that? Hatsville. Remember Hatsville? That was a weird show too. Hey, you guys. Man, I watched Blue's Clues and I was like, man, what happened to this show? Was it called Freddie or Jimmy the Flute? Um, Jimmy was the kid, I believe, and Freddie was the flute. Or was Jimmy the flute? I can't remember now. But yeah, I had the flute. Yeah. I had a kind of a mom said I had a kind of a hatred to Miss Witchy Poo. I remember that, but she said I never liked her. But I'd watch that show. I remember the big lawsuit about McDonald's getting sued because all the characters kind of looked the same in some ways. Electric Company, yeah, got his start. Yep, I loved Electric Company. I remember there were times he just waited to see Spider-Man. Yeah, didn't know that. Yeah, that's where Morgan Freeman got his start. Yeah, it was Electric Company. That confuses you too. Yeah, because I can't remember, but I know I still had the flute. I don't know if anybody remembers Freaky Cereal. It was a green box and had these little freaky characters on it. It was basically just a corn, but it was good. I had ordered. I bought box after box. I loved the cereal. I loved Freakies, and I had actually saved up to get a whole set of little rubber guys. I had those guys too. Littleman, Letterman. Yeah, that's when Letterman was good though. I do miss him though. But when in the heyday when he switched channels, he was good until it's like Saturday Night Live. I can't even watch Saturday Night Live anymore. And I grew up Saturday Night Live was prime. Does anybody remember Midnight Special? I used to love Midnight Special too. They've had those dumb plastic cars, the box balloons. Yeah. I used to remember sitting up to wait for Midnight Special too. Wolfman Jack show. Or he did Midnight Special for a while, and then he did his own thing for a while, I believe, too. Then you had Dick Clark. Letterman, the skit on Electric Company, not Dave. Oh, okay, yeah, Letterman. Yeah, okay, yes, I remember that now. That's funny. No, I know who you're talking about now. I still watch it on YouTube. Love the Midnight Special. Yeah, I was so happy when I found all those on YouTube. I was like, oh man, Google. Remember the nights that I stayed up for certain bands? Because it was some nights like, oh, I don't want to see them. That's funny. Man, remember Deja Vu? It's like yesterday. I shouldn't say Deja Vu, but those days are like long gone now. Good luck getting good quality shows like that. I hate to say it. It's like MTV's not even MTV anymore. Him's up to them too. Yeah, I am too. Actually, I think I just go straight to it because I know where to go. Half of the time it shows up in my feed anyways. All live when the magician had. Yes. Well, that's when they did things live. Now they just can't trust people. You imagine if they'd had like Poison on there or Metallica or somebody like that. Saturdays was Chips, Love Boat, and Fantasy Island. Yes, it was here too. I liked Fantasy Island sometimes. Wasn't a big Chips guy. Love Boat, it was just never my thing. You guys are just came to me. Yeah, she just now caught the reference, Chris. Hey, you guys. She just got it. Fridays was Dallas. And what was the other one? Falcon's Crest? Or Knots Landing, one of those two? The Goonies, yes. The Goonies. The Goonies. Hey, you guys. Knots Landing. You guys remember The Man from Atlantis? We were talking about crazy old sci-fi shows the other day. And Man's from Atlantis. You had Space. What was that? 2021. What was the one? A great movie. The Goonies is a great movie. I have my shirt. Now's our time. Shazam. Yes, I remember Shazam. I remember all that. You know, a lot of people really didn't realize for a long time that they had switched guys. Some people just kind of went over the head. And they realized later. Man. Have you watched the old Captain Marvel serials from the day? My dad loves to watch those. That and Flash Gordon. Wonder Woman. Oh, we won't talk about Wonder Woman. I had the biggest crush on Linda Carter. I did, big time. Mom would always laugh because I always get up real good and close to the TV. We're going to go blind. Yeah, at least I'm going to go with a smile on my face. Always did have the biggest crush on her. She still looks good, too. Speed Racer. I love Speed Racer. Now, see, when we came home from school, I had it wrong. We had Dark Shadows. Then after Dark Shadows, we had Speed Racer. Then we had Voltron. Then we had to go out and play. Then we came in for dinner and did homework. Hey, you guys were the intro to the electric company. Yes. I forgot about that. Now, I was thinking of Goonies too, but yes, that was how it started. Hey, you guys. Rita Murrow would yell at, yeah, that's right. I forgot she was in that. My fave as a teen was Alias Smith and Jones. Then Pete and Alive himself. I was hard. Yeah, it was sad. Hey, you guys. Now I remember that now too, because I was thinking Goonies too. But I forgot, yeah, that's how they started the show. Now I have to see if they have any reruns of that. I'm sure they do. YouTube has everything. You just look for it. Heck, I was even shocked that their movie collection, their free movie collection, is not that bad either. But it's all public stuff now, so. But it's nice because I've stumbled on some old gems, so it was nice. So was yes, that's the first thing that came to my mind was Goonies. But then he's brought it up and it was like, oh, that's right. But I forgot Rita was the one that yelled it. I forgot about that. There was a lot of fame. There was a lot of stars that made their show. Their first appearances were on shows like that. Some of my favorite old movies too. I love old movies. My mom was a big movie buff. She loved them all. She loved musicals and the detective, the noir. I can never say that. And she loved her monster, scary movies and thrillers. She knew all the actors and actresses from the day. I mean, if you couldn't think of somebody, she knew it right away. I remember every Sunday sitting down and around Easter watching Ten Commandments. Then the Bible. She loved those movies. And Jesus of Nazarene, King of Kings, all those. She loved all those. So we watched all those. Yeah, a lot of old shows are on Tubi. Yes. Tubi and Cracked had them on for a while. Well, not Cracked. What was the other? Crackle, whatever that one is. I don't think they do too much of that now. Who was the other one? Antenna TV. Antenna TV's really good show about show. It's kind of Antenna TV kind of picked up where Nick at Night left off. Because Antenna TV, I'm sure you can stumble old shows. There's a Mexican, a Latino channel. I don't want to be, but what's Tubi? It's a free streaming service. It's got commercial, but it's still uncut movies. And then if you watch them, like if you're watching a movie and you watch another one and another one, you don't get commercials after a while. But it's a free streaming service. It's Tubi.com. Just look it up. It's free. You can sign in with Google or whoever you use. And it's free. They got all kinds of old classics. They have a pretty good mix. And it's a lot of stuff you can't find. I go to Tubi sometimes when I can't find certain movies. I'll go and find it on Tubi, especially the older stuff. They carry a lot of my old favorite 80s stuff. And I have a passion. I always have a little thing for full moon pictures from the 80s and the 90s. They always had good horror movies and stuff. But yeah, it's called Tubi. Go check it out. It's free. Yeah, it's got a mix of a little bit of everything. My favorite movie as a kid was the Excalibur. Actually, that's kind of like a cult classic now. And I remember that movie. I saw that in the theater. I always liked a movie that didn't get a whole lot of talk. Lady Hawk with Roger Hoover and Matthew Broderick. Excuse me. Always did like that movie. And what's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer. Gaze into the eyes of the dragon in despair. Yes. Excalibur. You know, a movie they don't show a whole lot. And then I finally found out that Disney did have it, and that's The Black Cauldron. That movie's pretty dark. That to me is almost as dark as Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't think people realize how dark that cartoon really is, too. That's a pretty dark cartoon. Somebody said they found a copy of um, Songs of the South. I'd like to see it be released. I know people go, "Oh, it's racist," but man, it's such a good movie though. Animation's perfect. I hate to say it, but it was one of my favorites. Burr Bear and Burr Rabbit. I grew up on those tales. Yeah, that's another movie that was my favorite. Now, did you do that? They banned Black Cauldron on most channels because of that. So, yeah, I know it's super dark, but that was one of my favorite movies too. That's like the other one, Quest for Camelot. That's kind of a dark one too, but it's more popular than Black Cauldron. I remember seeing that in the theater too, and my mom was like, "This is dark. It's so good." But yeah, I know it was banned, but I believe they do have it on the. Don't they have it on the Disney Channel now, Chris? Or did they edit it? Like the old movies from the 40s. Yeah, see, I love movies from the 30s, 40s, and the 50s. You know, like I believe Chris Blue brought up The Thin Man. I love those. Blondine Dagwood was probably about that time frame. Abbott Costello, Lauren Hardy was just kind of coming to an end about that time. Three Stooges was starting to kick off. But I love old movies. I love the old classics. Though I always preferred the sci-fi and the horror and the thrillers and Dad did get me hooked on cowboy movies, and I do like to watch those. And I like a good war movie. I have all the Sinbad movies. I watched all the Sinbad movies a few days ago. I have them all. I love those movies. I love Harryhausen. He's my favorite special effects guy. And I have all the Sinbad movies. Yeah, I love those movies. We saw all those. It was funny because I would say all the Sinbad movies that have been replayed even over the years, we would go to drive-in because it was right up the road, and everyone we saw, every of the Sinbad movies I saw was followed by a John Wayne movie, and I believe not, but one was The Dirty Dozen, Captain America. Now, I remember the TV show was kind of corny, but I watched it. I watched the Spider-Man too. Remember the Spider-Man show too? And the rope web that they would throw on the person was so tacky. And the Hawk, the Incredible Hulk. I'm looking to buy a 4-foot, 2-foot high statue of the Kraken. Oh, that would be cool from no, I'm drawing a blank again. Yeah, I was just talking about that movie too. They tried to. I was trying to whitewash our history. They're trying. Yeah, surprised they don't ban it. Yeah, well, Black Cauldron is a really dark movie, anyways. But yeah, it's funny because I was kind of mad because I was looking for all the old Charlie Chan movies. I finally found them on Amazon, but TV hasn't showed Charlie Chan movies in years. It was Superman with George Reeves. Didn't realize I was watching reruns. Yeah, but those were great shows too. I like that. They tried, and they still try to whitewash and hide history. There's certain shows you don't see anymore. Now, Kung Fu, I loved Kung Fu, but yeah, you have this. They redid it with a woman, Yeah, Charlie Chan was based as Ransom. But you know, Amazon showed them. I watched them all on Amazon. And it was just sad because that was the culture, you know. But those were always good. Charlie Chan and his sons were always hilarious. And it's like when Christopher Lee played Dr. Wu, Zorro, and Flicka. Yeah, now I watched Zorro because that was done by Disney, wasn't it? Wasn't Zorro done by Disney? Yeah. I could see that was one of my favorite things was Wonderful World of Disney. Man, I didn't miss Wonderful World of Disney at all. I loved all. Oh, and Tarzan. Johnny Weissmuller is my favorite Tarzan. The original Ming the Merciless was Chinese. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Flipper. I remember Flipper. God, we're going back. We're calling them all out, aren't we? I like Flipper. Land of the Giants. You guys remember Land of the Giants? And Time. Was that Time Travelers? Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett. Yeah, I loved those shows, Edna. Those Disney shows, you know, we had Wonderful World of Disney. You got those. And then they would show movies too. Remember the computer that wore tennis shoes, and what was the other one? The strongest kid. Those were played by wasn't those played by a very young Kurt Russell? Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost was a favorite show of mine too. I had a crush on Little Blonde Girl, but I had a crush on almost all the women at that time. Wonder Woman, little blondie from. Yeah, and then they did the remake with Will Ferrell. It was all right. I got a giggle out of it, but I wanted a legit Land of the Lost remake. Man, I had a toy rifle and a coonskin hat. Actually, I should probably put it away. No, actually, it's right here. Hold on. Where is it? Right. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This belonged to my father. It's a hatchet that he got, and it's got. Oops. Let me see if I can get this in. If I can get it to focus. It's starting to fade. I try to take good care of it. Hold on. But yeah, this is Davy Crockett. But it's guy keeps offering me money for it. But that's what it is. It's Davy Crockett. It's got him on it. Wes on it. Big Ben. I loved Big Ben too. That belonged to my dad. I keep it close. It's great. It's still, man, it's still a good. It's a knife. It's a pocket knife. It is a pocket knife. Yeah. But isn't that cool? The only thing is the thing came off. The little hook came off. But I keep it close. Yes, the guy keeps offering money for it because I want that. Bigger than that one? Oh, did you? I got a tomahawk a little bigger than that. I watched Steve Austin fight the Bionic Bigfoot. Yeah, I loved those two. Later, I had my encounter in Canada. Oh, really? Man, I loved the $6 million man. I loved it up until they introduced the $6 million woman. No offense to her. I mean, that show was okay. I know they had to kind of give him a love interest, but yeah, I loved $6 million man. It's in good. Yeah, it is. It's I can clean it up. I had it hidden away. I had it boxed away, and then I'm still going through stuff after we get the fire stuff back from the fire. The bionic doll. But yeah, it is in good shape. It just needs to be buffed up. I just need to buff it back up again. But yeah, it's in really good shape. A little faded. I try not to handle it too much. It hangs on the wall with my two-piece pipe. There you go. The bionic doll. Yeah, I was just. But I had a $6 million action figure, and then I had the Evil Knievel. You crank it up and it takes off. I had that, and then I had the zip car. So we had to. Now we're gonna start talking about toys. Yeah, actually, the guy has offered me. I was somewhere, and I actually have had it in my pocket, and he saw it, and he offered me like $600 for it. And somebody goes, "Oh no, you get more than that for it because it's in good shape." So I'm just hanging on to it. Peace pipes. Sydney. Is that what they really are, Sydney? Peace pipes? Huh? 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 But yeah, I've had people. He every time I see him, you still got that? I go, yeah, because I want that. I've only seen one other one like that. It was at a flea market and it was in a glass case, and he wanted like $750 for it. I was like, nah, I got one. But his had the hook on it, and his was a lot nicer than that. I mean, you could tell whoever had it took good care of it. That's just been handed down and passed around. Me and my brothers. My living room is done up with the Indian and Eagle collection. Oh, cool. I'd probably like that. Dad loves that stuff. Just found out the other day my grandfather's family still lives on the Fort Apache Reservation. Oh, really? Holy cow. That's good to know. Never seen a tomahawk one. You haven't seen one like this? It's nice. I mean, it's still the blade's still real good. I just don't have my fingernails. Like I said, all I need to do is buff it. But yeah, it's got the blades. That's what it is. But yeah, it needs to be buffed. I need to buff it up again. Clean it up real good. At a war club peace pipe. Ooh, that'd be cool. I never seen them. Never really. Wow. Yeah, what was it? Where was it about? It was just before my kids were born. Dad, my grandpa from my mom's side, which would have been my uncle, but anyways, had a bunch of stuff, and I guess Dad, as a kid, as a young man, had given it because he liked it, and he just threw it in a cigar box. And Dad goes, "That's my Davy Crockett." There's a guy in a town that still has makes hatchets and axes. Yeah, excuse me. Actually, that trade's becoming a big thing again. There are a lot of people now making that stuff, becoming blacksmiths, knife smiths, whatever you want to call them. It's become a big thing now. Yeah, I would like to have a nice axe and a nice hatchet. That's my next two things. I'm working on making me a nice couple bug out bags in case I ever need them. I want to make sure I have every tool I need. No, there's not. Well, actually, no, they're coming back. They are coming back. I mean, there's shows now dedicated to that stuff. That one show where there's blacksmiths making knives and stuff. Have you seen that? Man, it's pretty fancy. They do some amazing work. I've seen some big flops too, but man, they do some amazing stuff. Yeah, at the flea markets, he always sets up. Really? Not have to come out your way. Oh, Dad would have a field day. Dad says all the best flea markets are in Tennessee, Kentucky, and all along the Appalachian Mountains. That's where you want to go. Then I can buy it handmade. I'm excited to get it. That's cool. Yeah, that'll be nice to have. Yeah, you buy them handmade. They're so nice. The cane. Yeah. I figured you were talking about the cane. You're talking about the cane, right? He carves different things out. Oh, wait, I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm so confused. The cane. Yeah, that cane will be nice. Hey, do me a favor. Take a picture of it for me and send it to me. I want to see it. See, there's a guy. Kroger sells these the good walking sticks, wood ones, the real fancy ones like you'd see, like Wizard Carry or Shepherd, and they're nice, but they leave a nice big top on them. And the guy said he would carve me a cool dragon into it, so I'm thinking about getting one of those. I would go get a regular stick, but these things are nice, so I figured, well, heck, if you can carve a dragon into it, that'd be awesome. Yeah, this is expensive. That's making that stuff and doing that stuff is expensive. Oh, I can guarantee that. They're probably a hefty price. And you're laughing at me, and I don't blame you. I laugh at myself all the time. I had too many conversations going on. I guess sometimes I could use another person to keep me. Yeah, it would. I really want to do that because he's really good too. He has a shop down here in downtown where he sells all of his wood work. He's does amazing stuff. I want if I could come up with the money because he's not gonna do it for free. He's got. Have you ever seen the picture of Journey's End? It's the Indian slumped over on the horse. It's a beautiful painting. I want to do that in wood carving and get that for my dad. But he keeps telling me, no, you're just going to get it back in a couple of years. I'm like, no, you're going to be here longer than that. But yeah, but he does beautiful work. There's a lot of them around here that do really good work. But my hands are just not steady enough. But I told him I'd sketch out the dragon I wanted. Yeah, you know that picture then. Yes. It's one of my favorite pretty unfortunately got damaged in the fire because it was hanging in the kitchen. I had one of the first prints of it that my ex's T's grandfather had. And it's beautiful. But it got damaged in the fire. I was so bummed. I was so bummed. And it was like one of the first time they ever printed it off unframed, all real nice framed and everything. I love that picture. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's one of my dad's too. That and he's got one. There's one that he has of John Wayne that he loves. My oldest brother collects canes and carved walking sticks. Yeah, I have a friend that does too. He's the one that, him and a buddy's the one that got me the cane. Problem about my dragon cane is whoever did it didn't do a very good job with the dragon head, and I have to have it redone. I mean, the blade I can tighten and everything. It's a poker, it's not a thin thing. It's a nice flat blade. It's a dual blade, but I don't sharpen it, but I keep the tip like super sharp. I have quite a collection. My favorite is a walking stick with an old man's face on. Oh, now I've seen a guy over at the park up in Antrim Park. I'm in High Banks Park up here. There's a guy that walks there I see him every time I go, and he's got one like that. And but I don't think it's not an old man. It looks like a gnome face. Is what it looks like. It's cool. It's nice, and it's real tall too. He said his wife has one that has the crystal, like a warlock's, or that has the crystal in it. She walks with all the time. She says it makes her feel like the female version of Gandalf. Blackstone eyes too. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I can see that would be cool. Kind of creepy, but cool. This one just had the carved face in it. My mermaid king has a sword in it. Yeah, those are pretty popular. Is it a blade or is it what I call the pin? I put a cork at the tip of it. Doesn't rattle. Yeah, mine. It's not that mine rattles because it's a blade, so it sits in there tight. But they didn't do a very good job on the head. They had bolts. I'm like, so I got a buddy that's gonna fix it and make it all nice again. And you can see the seams or anything. It looked like it was kind of cheaply made, and I didn't want to say nothing to him because this guy, He's got a heart of gold. He's got a collection that's just incredible. He likes the English walking sticks. Just a long, thin blade. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like a dueling blade. That'd be nice to have. Those are always nice to have when you're out. Because when I lived in kind of the hood area where I lived for a while, I walked with my dragon cane all the time. I didn't want to take any chances. It was funny because I walked into a gas station with it one day, and the cop was standing there. He looks at me, then he looks at the cane, and looks at me and smiles. He goes, "That's a sword, isn't it?" And you're like, yeah. Just don't worry, I ain't gonna mess you. I see you walk, buddy, so I ain't gonna take it away from you. I laughed. Mine rattled. Yeah, I can imagine because mine rattled, but it was just a matter of just tightening up the blade. They didn't do it, so I had to tighten the blade. It doesn't do it anymore. But that kind of blade on yours, I can hear it kind of bouncing around in there. Yeah. Cork had an idea. It was probably a good idea. You let her shove tissue down there, but then it just shredded it all up. It rattled when you used it. Yeah, it's probably because the type of blade that is in there. Probably where it slid into is probably a little bigger than the blade. There are actually safety courses that teach you the protection moves from that. Yes, there is. In fact, one of the weapons that I trained under was using a bamboo cane. You know that? Yeah, bamboo cane. I think, man, and I'll tell you what, you don't want to get smacked with a bamboo cane because it hurts like pain in the butt. But yeah, Dr. Wu was really, that's what he walked with, was a bamboo cane. And used it quite as a weapon. So. But then again, if you got a big enough stick, you can keep anybody away, except if they got a gun. And even then, if you know what you're doing, you might be able to take them down before they gun you down. Yeah, the bamboo cane. I had one for the longest time, and I left it at a counter in a store. And when I went back to get it, it was gone. It was a nice one too. But yeah, they're real durable. I mean, bamboo. I mean, and man, that thing, you got smacked with it, you felt it, and it left a mark. And I mean, it didn't take much to leave a mark with a bamboo cane. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. My dad used to send us up the street to pull branches off the willow tree. So, yeah, I was bummed. It was a gift from Dr. Wu. He gave us each one. And they were actually from Hong Kong. And they were beautiful canes. Everybody that graduated got one. Hold on. Clear my throat. But yeah, it was nice. I wish I got it, but it's all right. I still have my bamboo fishing pole, so it's downstairs. And I love bamboo. Bamboo's, man, that stuff's sturdy stuff. You can do a lot with bamboo. We had to pick our switch too. Yeah, he always sent us to the willow tree. Nothing like a willow branch to teach a kid the right thing. Now, he never, usually was just more threatening. I think he only used it once a month. That's because he did something really bad. But I think it was more of a scare tactic because I don't ever remember being used with it. If you pulled up that bell, you better run. Now that's child abuse, but I'll tell you what, because the kids got their butts whooped when they were super bad back in the day. You don't have a bunch of those wussies. But that's everybody's opinion. I wouldn't hit a child anyways, but sometimes you got to give them a good swift kick in the butt to straighten them up and make them, hey, you did something bad. You need to realize that. I haven't been fishing since we sold the boat. I love to fish. My dad's a big fisherman. We love fishing. They're stocking trout here now. Oh, I love trout too. I mean, killer trout. I've got a lot of bamboo plants that come up every year in the backyard. Oh, there you go. They start with one plant. Oh, yeah. It doesn't take them long to multiply. I brought them up from Tennessee. Make bamboo rope and stuff. I mean, it's kind of like hemp. I see bamboo growing all around here. I don't know. They would survive. Oh, yeah. They'll survive. Oh, they're from China, bamboo in China. And most China, in the mountains. Oh, yeah, they survive winter just like every other plant. They're sturdy. They're trout and bass are my favorite fish. Yeah, you touched my three fish right there. Trout, bass, and salmon are my favorite eating fish. I don't mind a good crappie once in a while. Now, he likes catfish, but I'm not a big catfish guy because they're bottom feeders. But I'll tell you what, you find a good farm fresh catfish with cornbread breading. Oh, you got me eating all day. Because I will eat catfish if it's fresh and if I know where it came from. The trout and bass. We went up somewhere up north with the kids one time, and they had a trout pond. And Sammy caught like the biggest trout in there, and they actually wrapped it up, and so we could bring it home. She got a fishing pole and everything. So I don't like sushi. I ate bad sushi a long time ago, and I have never been able to eat it since. I don't eat bait. No, I like sushi. Like I said, I got bad sushi one time, and it made me deathly sick. And I haven't touched it since. But Gemma loves sushi. My dad likes sushi. I mean, I liked it. Ever since then, I just had stomach to touch it. We were told never to eat catfish. It's because they're bottom feeders. I mean, they literally eat everything off the bottom. They're like the trash men of the rivers and the sea and ponds and lakes. That's why. That's like they tell you not to eat carp because they're the same way. They literally eat anything. When we were kids, we tied string to a stick and with a baby pin and caught fish. My dad taught us that. Yeah, we had down here at the river. We'd make our own fishing poles, use baby pins. Sometimes we'd find old fish hooks. That's because you're not supposed to eat bait. Yeah, I don't mind catfish if it's a pond that's clean, but I wouldn't eat catfish out of a river or a big lake. Just wouldn't do it. Yeah, see, I'm not a crab guy. Though I have to say lobsters are the same thing. I like lobster once in a while. And see, I don't eat crab. No, that's not true because I do love a good crab cake. But shrimp, I like shrimp once in a while, but I don't eat that stuff like I used to. Now, I eat fish, but I just don't eat the shrimp and stuff like I used to. I thought that was carp. What? Catfish, not carp. Carp are different. Basically, carp are just big old goldfish that became big old fish in rivers. They literally eat everything. They are like catfish. They literally will eat anything. I like crappie. Crappie's good sunfish. No, it doesn't. Fish doesn't taste the same. None of that stuff tastes like it used to. Now I'm starting to worry about some of the beef and stuff that I'm seeing in the stores. It's like you go in there. I was looking at 6 ribeye steaks. They wanted, they were probably 2.5 ounces a piece, give or take. And they wanted $31 for 6 of them. I was like, screw that. And then it didn't look the greatest. Some purchase good, yes. Now, see, I've had my share of deep sea fish and stuff like that. Sun perch I've had before. I've had marlin, I've had shark. I've had squid, that was all right. I had it fried though. I didn't eat it like they usually do. A lot of bones and carp, yes, a lot of bones. And you have to almost boil it and everything before you eat it. Now, my dad had a guy that he used to work with a long time ago, and he would catch turtles, snapping turtles, river turtles, to make soup. And I didn't know that's what it was in there. And he had a truck full of these live turtles. I mean, he had like 6 of them. They were huge. And they're all standing around eating soup. So they asked if I wanted a cup. So this was at the garage, because they would just make a big pan of soup right there at the garage. So he handed me a bowl of soup. I'm sitting there eating. This is good. It's turtle. I'm like, no. God, I couldn't finish eating. That I immediately put down. Though I could still eat a rabbit. Now, I didn't mind rabbit. It was kind of greasy. Kind of like duck. I like duck. Had pigeon. Wasn't really a big fan of that. I like quail was good. But there's just not enough there. I've had chocolate covered grasshoppers, chocolate covered ants, and I will never do that again. Because I'm trying to get us to eat bugs now. Yeah, with all the chemicals they feeding these animals not to make them grow bigger. Just like they use GMOs for food, like farm food, like corn, tomatoes. They use GMOs for livestock too. Just remember that. They do. Plus, I've seen videos where they were actually painting the meat, dyeing the meat. They would inject the meat with red dye to make it look healthier and stuff. So I'm now we until we get our new freezer, because they had to trash our old freezer. Once we get the freezer, I'm going back to a butcher shop and buying packs. I miss my Uncle Water because we used to get all our beef from him. Milk too, yeah. See, I love straight from the cow milk as long as it's been chilled. I drink it straight from the cow. I've had before, but man, fresh milk, good and chilled, whew, baby. That's like me with Booley. Suddenly we're eating a lot of beef, but 2 and 2 together, they said I didn't eat meat for 6 months. I don't eat a whole lot of meat though. Really, I don't. We basically have about once a week or a couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks we'll get some good steaks. I make a beef stew, or I'll do a roast. We don't eat a whole lot of pork because my son's not a big pork guy, but I don't mind a good pork chop. But see, I'm not a pork guy. I like bacon, but it's I can do without it. There's just some things you just gotta have bacon for, but I don't. I like pork chops. I like pork chops made with my shake and bake because I do my own shake and bake thing. But heck, even now, I watched a video where some lady was pouring Pepsi on top of a freshly thawed pork chop, and these little white worms come crawling out of it. I'm like, okay, enough is enough. I had to stop watching those types of videos. Did you ever, if you saw the inside of, I've seen the inside of a butcher. And I've seen, and I've been inside of a butcher shop, and I've milled before. It's heartbreaking. Yeah. And you wouldn't. It did stop me from eating a lot of meat for a long time. I still, like I said, I don't eat a whole lot. I'm not a big eater, though. These guys eat better than I do. I'm not a big eater. I keep my stuff simple. I like soups and stuff. Stews. Did you ever see? Did you ever have to make butter when you were small? Actually, we used to have to make butter at work. At Bonanza when I first started Bonanza, they made their own butter. They made their own whipped butter. A lot of people didn't know that, but yeah, German. Yeah. So yeah, I made my own butter. But of course, we didn't have to use the churn; they had a machine. But yeah, they made their own whipped butter. But it was always so good. I worked in a turkey factory. Oh wow, you did, Sydney? Oh wow. I still have a butter churn. Yeah, my grandma, my dad used to have one. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I showed the video on Facebook. You did. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey man. But see, that's the thing. We're all from the hills here, so I've watched deer be processed, chickens, turkeys, ducks, rabbits, cows. Like I said, my uncle Walter had an Angus farm. Oh man, but it was some of the best steaks. Ooh, some of the best ground beef. I like buffalo beef. I like buffalo meat. Actually, that's probably the best you could probably eat. It's the leanest, as far as I'm sure there's things out there leaner than buffalo, but man, I saw one on beef after they had said I. Video. That's right. This guy played a pork slaughterhouse, pig slaughterhouse to my son. He hasn't touched it. He hasn't touched actually ham. He'll eat bacon all day, but he will not eat. Well, he'll eat a pork chop if it's bone in and you grill it. But other than that, he won't. He pretty much stays away from it. Never. I can imagine why, Cindy Lee. You know, that's like when I left Bonanza. The ex kind of was mad at me because for the longest time, after cooking steaks for 15 years, I had a hard time eating steak and looking at it. Beef. We ate a lot of chicken and turkey for a while. I just couldn't look at it. Bully was just like a big dog. What time we got here? Oh my gosh, it's 10 till 3 already. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette with you guys, and I'm gonna call. You guys, we all need your rest. We all need our rest. I'm wired. I should have took that nap, but I needed it. Like I said, sleep is precious to me. When I can get it, I'll take it. I like pork chops, but man, it's not just now. I've noticed over the years, quality of our meat has been kind of the best meat I've always gotten over the last 2 years, 3 years, have been straight from a butcher shop. We did it again. Hey, when we made it to 4 o'clock, the thing is, what is there? There's 7 of us, and it's always 7 people when I end. So, and there's what? Me, you, and Cindy are the only ones really talking. Chris chiming in every so often. So, I really appreciate the other people watching. Hey, thanks for hanging with us. I do appreciate it. Much love to you. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. But yeah, that 4 o'clock, and she was right. We did go one night to almost 20 till 5. So that's our longest night. But 4 o'clock, man, that night I was laughing and having a good time. I was wired. Well, I'm sure you do, Cindy Lee. I know you probably got a lot to do, and I know Edna probably got a lot to do. I know that what happened, what it was supposed to look like, and what the grocery store ain't. Yeah, I'm telling you, we have Myers here. I don't know if you guys do there, but we have Myers here. Myers and Walmart kind of competitive. Not Myers is a nicer version of Walmart's. True, but I'll tell you what. The last couple of times I don't buy Kroger meat anymore unless I absolutely have to, other than hamburger. I've been going to Myers until I can get back to the butcher shop, till we get the freezer and get back to our butcher shop. Because I just buy the big packages. That lasts us all summer and almost through this. That lasts us through the winter and almost through the summer. And we usually get a little bit of meat, chicken, and get fish. Watch the salmon too. It's supposed to be fully pink, not with white. Yeah. And I've seen stuff like that. See, Dad stopped eating salmon. He loves salmon. He stopped eating. He's real picky. You'll see him if he wants some. He's literally like scoping it out. I gotta finish this meme and video before I go to bed too. So you got two choices: either finish our memes, or cook. No, that's funny, and I love him. She does too. My nose is itchy. Yep, go to your local farm. Actually, we have some great local farmers here. There's some nice farm markets around here, around the outskirts. Um, and then a little to our northwest, we have all the Amish farm markets. Oh, that's where you go because they always make fresh apple pies, all kinds of pies. There's always fresh pies out. Oh man, my dad cooks here. It's like in heaven. Do not buy farmer automatic salmon. See, I don't buy salmon at the store at all. Um, he's real picky. So if I do, I order it from somebody, and even then, I don't think he's had it for a while. What your itchy nose? Yeah, I think that's what my grandma told me too. Was it means somebody's coming? So I don't know who's coming. That and when your feet itch, you're gonna walk on strange land, and if your palm itches, you're gonna get money. Right? Is that how it goes? I'm trying to remember them all now. All the superstitions. Yeah, see, I've heard about stuff like that too, Edna. Um, my brother, I think it was my brother, my little brother. They'd go fishing down the river. Now we used to fish in the river. I used to be able to find the hellbenders. You know what those are? The big salamanders. Um, all over that river. Now you can barely find them. But he caught a turtle, a snapping turtle. That thing was it didn't look healthy at all. He took a picture of it. It was he was like, dude, I had to let him go. He looked awful. So I hope you let him go. I'm not gonna make him for you. Mm. We're getting new pairs of shoes. Yeah. I never heard that one, getting new pairs of shoes. I always was told itchy fit. If your feet itch or burn, that means you were gonna walk in a place you've never walked before or something like that. I thought that's how she said it. Well, she freaked out one day. My little brother walked in with an open umbrella in the house. I thought that woman was gonna have a cow. Oh my gosh. Appears we have small signs that says that yeah, it's like uh fish that's coming out of the sea. There's some areas I won't touch if I know where it's coming from because of the mercury levels. It's insane. Look, next time you go, I caught a 52-pound king salmon a few years ago. Oh, that's dinner. That is definitely dinner. That was some good eating, wasn't it? Depends on which hand is for giving and one is for receiving. Oh, really? Now that's enlightening to know. Dang, really? That must. Yeah, I bet it was too. That's like watching that guy. These guys, those fish, man, they're huge. Watch the. Have you seen the video where they made this? I think it was supposed to be unbreakable glass something. Shark Tank. So this diver gets into this thing, and this big white, huge, great white comes out of nowhere and plows right through it. I mean, it literally misses the guy. It didn't protect him at all. That the shark just plowed right through it. Guy's literally trying to climb on top of it. It's like, holy crap. Right hand is forgiving. Salmon is so good for you, though. Yes, it is. I just like catching them commercially. Yeah, because it's money. It's big money. Yeah, it's good money. I saw that. Yeah, did you see that? That's insane. I was like, how dumb are you to get in it in the first place? It's like the size of that thing that it just plows right through it, crumbles it. It's like, there's no way. This guy's just trying to get on top of it. What's left of it floating, he's trying to stand on to get on back to the boat. It's like, I wouldn't have gotten it into the first place. That's like open invitation. The guy was crazy to go into that plastic bottle. It wasn't plastic. I don't know what it was made out of. But man, it didn't hold up with a crap. That thing plowed right through it. And it was right up against him too. I bet he was like, I bet his diving suit was full. Lucky he wasn't killed. Yeah, he was. Very lucky. A snack in a box. Yeah. Basically, he had that fish had himself, that Jaws there had himself a lunchbox waiting for him. And you knew what was in the contents. Chris does that. He comes and goes. Sometimes he falls asleep. Sometimes he was watching shows, so he's probably watching TV. It's all right. Chris, I respect Chris, so yeah, it's not uncommon. He might be listening. Yeah, you'll notice that he does that. Just kind of comes and goes, which is fine. I used to do the same thing. The shark was huge. Yeah, it was huge. That was it was a great white. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That thing was huge. Imagine if it was a megalodon. Punch that box like it's nothing. Man, the boat. Yeah, when I saw that video, it was like, holy crap. Who was dumb enough to do that? But have you seen the footage of the guy in the cage? There's one of a guy in a cage. And it actually almost wiggles in the cage. Yeah, it is almost 3 a.m. Yep. I was going to call it at 3. I figured I'll finish my smoke. Yeah, I am too. I should have took that now. Wouldn't have mattered either way. I would have been up anyways. I'll piddle around. I don't have to get up right away. I may even go jump in the shower again, kind of see if that relaxes me a little bit. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, but the one I saw the guy in the cage was even more crazy because that shark almost got into that cage. But that plastic box was just insane. I was like, what are you thinking? Santa Jaws has a candy cane on its head that she used to spear people with. I got to see this movie. I'm going to have to go watch it tomorrow or something in the morning while I'm pilling around. And it's Ocean City, really? Swordfish? I'll tell you what's a crazy looking fish are sawfish and hammerheads. Hammerheads are just creepy anyways. See that coming at you? I have to stop and think. Was it? Is it House? Or is it in? No, that's Evil Dead. But I think the movie House, the house, they have a marlin on the wall and it's going nuts. He shoots it, it still keeps going nuts. He blew up like a balloon. I caught a pufferfish once. I've had pufferfish, it's good. But you got to be licensed to make it because it's highly toxic. But man, it was so good. But I understand why it was almost like $600 a plate. But it was so good. I don't know if I'd do it again now, though. Yeah, there's a guy I watch on YouTube that collects fish, and he has a couple little mini puffer fish. They're so cool looking. I'm a box now. Look, part bird, part monkey. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Is there any meat on a pufferfish? Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's real thin and real tender. Ooh, so good. But yeah, pufferfish have meat, believe it or not. It's really good. But yeah, it could, if it's not made right, it could kill you or make you deathly sick. So there you have to have a special license to make it. And you have to go through all kinds of tests. I mean, just teaching of it is insane. But it's good. It is really good. But see, when I was in Japan, I ate a lot of stuff I would normally. I got stuck trying because their palate over there is a lot different than ours. And it's a lot of seafood. Yeah, I think I'd pass. It was offered, and I said, I wasn't paying for it. And I said, well, I'll try it. And as the cook's doing his thing, he's like, well, this is highly toxic. I had to sign a paper. I actually had to sign off on it to eat it. But that was goodness. Many minutes ago. But it was so good. Now, so I wouldn't eat the raw squid and stuff, but they fried some up and I didn't mind it. Yes, okay, I'll see you all on the flip side. Yes, I think we'll call it a night. I love you all. Thanks for hanging. All the people that hang around in the back, all you poopalicious people. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. 303 did it again. Yes. I love these nights with you guys, you ladies, and anybody just hanging out in the background watching. Thanks for hanging. Please have a wonderful Christmas Eve. Have a wonderful Christmas Day if I don't see you out there moping around and chat somewhere. I may stream tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll have to see. I may do it just for craps and giggles. Much love to everybody. Much love and respect. Please enjoy your time. Enjoy your families. If you're alone, make the best of your day. Please have a wonderful. I can talk. Have a wonderful. You can see it's about time for me to stop, anyways. Have a wonderful holidays. I'm sure we will post. I'm pretty sure Gemma is putting out a video Monday. No, probably within the next 24 hours we'll see it posted if she is. I'm not sure about Tuesday talk, but if she does, we'll see you there. Much love, you folks. I'm Dragon. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. And a Merry, Merry Christmas to you all. And I'll see you soon for the New Year's. Have a good one, folks. Take care.